And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Fallen. This is, I believe, session 41. Welcome back, everybody. So, for all of the people, so a couple things. First, please remember to like and subscribe. We super appreciate it. Oh, Grant's a tiny bit quiet. Thank you, Cam. But welcome back, everybody. So, Cam in the chat, we are live streaming this on YouTube for those that are listening in on maybe in the future. Grant, let me adjust you. Let me make you a little bit louder. Okay, I'm gonna.
I think I can help you with the whole
Ahoy,
Dustin
ahoy.
Destin situation.
You're good. I turned you up, Grant, in Discord.
The N is silent.
Gosh dang.
Desty Schaefer.
Wait, guys, let me finish talking. Hold on. One second. Okay, everyone is... Okay, 100%. Okay, everyone's mic volume should be good. So, couple things to point out. Okay, so, for those that are watching later, in the description of this video, there will be a link to the Fallen Discord. I went ahead, I finally opened up the Discord. Come in, join. We want to get everybody involved, get everybody into it. If you are looking to be a narrator and you like Fallen as a world and you want to get into Cogent Roleplay, and we're looking for narrators right now more than anything. So, but if you want to come play, come on, participate, come into the Discord regardless. But we are really looking for narrators right now. On top of that, yeah, everyone, all of my players here, please make sure you gain your destiny point for showing up on time. I'm noting this here so it is in a recording that from now on, the destiny point rule, and actually everyone was here on time in game, so thank you very much. But in the future, the destiny point rule, you have to be in the Discord and you have to be in the game, and that's the rule going forward here at our start time. But with that being said, any rule changes? Not that I am aware of. I think we are good to go.
You're forgetting about reinstating the rule where if your name's Destin, you can't use Destin.
Right.
No, that's not a rule.
Your name got nerfed. Congratulations, you played yourself. Okay. Well, so last time we left off, so let's actually get in game here. And I'm sorry if my voice is a little sniffly. I am a teeny weeny bit sick, but we're gonna live with it. So
Yo, me too. Same.
Sick boys.
Yeah,
I'm sick too.
nice.
Woo! Sick gang.
So last we left off, the party had just basically fought off a large mob. Kind of a horde of spores, spore infected, of various types that were attacking a small fortress. So right now, you guys you're in southern Reddland. You guys just wiped out a ton of these. You're close to Tentcity. You're probably two-ish, roughly. If you had to bet, 2-ish, 3-ish days out from Tentcity. And yeah, so you guys kind of have just slaughtered all these. I believe the last thing we left on was Finacro exploding this spore evolved as it was running away and just nuking it.
Evolved?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
they're evolving.
So Finacro, you are flying in the air right now. Can somebody remind me who has a buff active right now?
I have one active.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, Destin is on roid.
That flight.
Okay, you got flight. So I'm gonna say the combat took roughly 10 minutes. I don't know, say 5 minutes. It was pretty quick. So we'll say it took...
Yeah, because me and Sirius went ham and one shot at people.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm starting a timer on my phone now. You guys will have 55 minutes of your buff left, starting now. Okay.
Can I knock on the gates?
Well, here, let me describe the scene for you guys real quick, and I'll pause the timer. So, as you guys have finished off, the burning bodies around you, the ones that you've lit on fire, crackling. Right now, it's kind of it seems like it's kind of I would say it's getting towards late night right now, so it was starting to get dark during this whole fight. Actually, no, it was nighttime. Anyways, right now, can everybody here roll a perception check?
Yes.
Actually, everyone at the front... Actually, Finacro, you can kind of see from over there. Yeah, everyone make me a perception check. Finacro is just going to be a little bit harder. And just so I'm gonna ask in order here. So Uhtred, what'd you get?
I got 4.
Okay. Sirius, what did you get?
Level 3.
Okay. Dustin, what'd you get?
Got a 3.
Okay. Fanakra, what'd you get?
3.
Okay. And Dipper, what'd you get? Hey, Dipper.
6. Sorry, I was muted.
6. Okay. So, Fanakra, right now you're just a little bit too far away, and you were kind of focused on just killing this guy. So for the people in front of the gate, so for everyone, you guys all kind of look around. You take in the scene. You see a well kind of worn fort that you've assumed has been here for probably about 20 years-ish. It looks like the mud around it has finally set in, as this has obviously been in use before, but it's not brand new. You see this older lady up on the battlement here, and she's like looking down, and her face is just like in amazement as she looks down at you guys. You guys have just slaughtered, I think about, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So roughly there's 12 in front of the battle over here. And she's just like looking at you guys in amazement, and she's just like stunned in silence. She's holding what looks to be a rickety old crossbow in her hands, and her like she's kind of
Does it go off?
No, not yet.
Warning shot.
She doesn't seem to have a crossbow loaded at the moment, or it's not loaded. She apparently was firing, and then once you guys came in, she kind of just like let you guys handle it. She appears to be probably she looks like an older woman. She's obviously a siren. Her skin is kind of this lighter shade of green, and she has the obvious like facial like tattoos and markings of a siren. She kind of seems to be wearing what appears to be kind of like a maybe what I don't know, like a hospitality worker's like clothing, but then she has kind of a shawl thrown over all of it. She's filthy. She looks extremely sleep deprived, and as she kind of looks around, she looks down towards the ground, and you see as her eyes kind of catch this one that you're stepping on, Dipper, that I think you killed, and she just like looks down and tearfully she drops her crossbow and just begins weeping into her hands as she falls to her knees. And she's just sobbing in her hands, and so you kind of knock on the gate, and you kind of hear 1 second as this guy over here that was on this battlement over here, who's just been watching these burning bodies, he kind of like loops down, and he kind of is gonna scream, "Somebody ought to put out these bodies over here before they set the whole forest on blaze."
Yeah. I was gonna say, Destin's gonna be start shoveling snow onto these corpses so they don't set everything on fire.
Okay, so which corpses are you starting with?
The one that he's right next to, these two.
Okay, go ahead. What are you shoveling with?
I don't think I have anything really good.
You could just drag. They're pretty getting hot right now. You could just spear them with your sword and like chuck them over.
Yeah, he'll move them over into a snow pile, and then he'll just like lump snow on top of them with his hands.
Are you like just like kind of flopping them with your sword?
He's like, it's like a spatula.
Okay. So make me. This would be a level 3. This would be specialized.
No, what he's actually doing is he's like stabbing them, then lifting them up, and moving them over.
Yeah, that's still. Yeah, it's only level 3 because you're having to keep this fire away from you unless you want them burned.
Okay, what? Oh, level 3 what?
Level 3 lift. Actually, no, level 2. Because
Okay,
you're using a tool, and actually no, level 3. Level 3 is fine because this is like awkward. Like you're not just lifting their bodies; you're actually like stabbing them and like having to manipulate that around, like dragging them.
Okay.
Aren't you
shoot, I
buffed?
got 2.
Aren't you buffed though?
Oh yeah, one second, I got one more roll. Come out. That's a 3.
So
Yeah.
actually, you go over and you begin kind of like stabbing them, and as you stab your sword into them, you're not really thinking straight as you're using a sword that catches stuff on fire to try to move bodies that are already on fire. And so like you stab it in, and as you do, you see cinder kind of pulse with heat as the body like increases its rate of burning as like the cinders around it set more parts of it on fire. And it's just kind of sizzling and crackling very harshly now.
How hot are they burning?
Pretty hot. And you're seeing as like the spire starting to leak over to these trees over here.
Oh, okay, that's really bad. Destin is going to stab. Okay, wait. Destin's gonna stab Cinder into this corpse and leave it there, and then he's going to he's gonna like layer snow over here. So let me use my marker right here to stop it from spreading to the trees. And he's gonna let Cinder bake for a second in there.
So you're moving snow over there, you said?
Yeah, I'm just like getting an armful of snow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say you can find, because it's kind of melting right now, so I'm gonna say you can find like a nice like chunk of snow. So you come over, you splash it down. I won't even make you a check for that, because I'm just gonna, yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, but after that, once that's set up, like it's not gonna spread to the trees immediately. Destin will just quickly rush over to where he dropped his backpack, grab it, run back over, empty out his backpack, and use it to shovel the snow.
Okay, you have a shovel?
No, use the backpack to shovel the snow.
Oh, okay, so like load it full of snow. Okay, so you run over there. Yeah, you grab your backpack. What is everybody else doing? Jake, I know you walked up to the...
grab my back. I want to knock on the gate first.
So you
but
did,
he said
but this
put
guy...
the fires out.
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm
say...
I'm gonna grab my backpack too, and then like do a similar thing to Dustin. I'm gonna empty it out and
so
use
I'm gonna
it to
say
shovel snow.
this one over here, this big fire, this one is getting completely out of control right now.
I'm working on that one with my backpack shovel.
Okay, it's starting to like spread into these trees here as the immensity of this
shit.
big body fire is like beginning to burn.
Well, I'm doing my best here with my backpack shovel.
Destin's gonna shout out to Finocchio, because Finocchio's still flying, right?
Yeah, Finocchio is flying all the way over there, and Finocchio's like, "What are you doing, Finocchio?"
I would say right after he got rid of the spore, he is running really low on ichor, and he's really tired. He hasn't slept, and so I think Finocchio actually like slowly glided back to the ground and is walking back at the gate.
Okay, cool. And then Sirius, what are you doing?
Look for Sirius. Yeah.
This is kind of getting a little bit panicked about the fire, so he's gonna lift his hood. He's gonna knock again and say, "We really need help here."
He goes, this guy's gonna like, as his head been hobbling around here as this kind of old, he's a siren too, but his skin is like a darker gray color, and he's gonna go ahead and open up this gate here. But I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this to this. We'll say that they didn't build this. We'll just kill this right now. So he's gonna go ahead and open this up, and actually 1 second, I want to save that. And we're just gonna go ahead and do one of these. So he goes and opens up the gate as he like hobbles out. He goes, "There ain't nobody to help you. It's just me and old Emma." As he kind of like scrabbles out, and he's gonna like he pulls out, and you see he's got like he's kind of gathered like it looks like 2 shovels in each hand, and he's just gonna like hand one to I guess the first I guess he's gonna hand one to you, Sirius, and then he'll hand one to Dipper too, and then you see he's gonna like with nothing in his hand, he's just gonna run over here, and you see as he kind of holds out his hand, and he's gonna go for like he has a water skin on his side here, and he's gonna use a hydrocraft trick, and he's gonna start kind of like dousing with water and just like covering the surface area, and he's like splashing it, but he's just kind of like it's just a little bit of water, but he's just like covering as much as he can, but it's quickly running out. But he's actually no, he'll be smart where the snow's being burned, he's just using that water, and he's using it to like cool the fire down.
Sirius is gonna do the same thing, but on the fire over here to help Destin out.
Okay.
Yeah. Destin is personally leaving the this guy. He's personally leaving this one. He's leaving it active while Cinder is inside of it.
Okay.
But he's putting out the other one. He's putting out this one.
Sirius is just gonna kind of look to Destin and say, "You want me to pull out this sword?"
No, don't touch it. You'll burn, and also it's fine. Just let it happen. Finocchio, fly up and put out that. Finocchio, fly up and put the fire out in those trees before the entire damn sword starts firing.
What?
I'm a little tired.
Got some cotton in my mouth.
What is the risk
Do you
of
just
this
want me
fire
to
spreading?
scoop with my hands?
Use your fucking magic. It's like blast of Sonic or something. I don't know.
Say Felcraft.
Blow some wind.
What's the risk of this
Hold on,
fire with
wait,
the
hold
sword?
on. Wait too many people talking. Serious, go ahead.
Is there a risk of the fire spreading with the one with like the sword in it?
Maybe. Make me a survival check.
Survival?
Yeah. And we'll say this is a level. We'll make this a level 2.
Okay. I make it.
Yeah, this could definitely probably start burning trees around it, as you see like cinder is like emanating heat, and this is like crackling. It's throwing sparks up in the air as cinder, like this great sword that's not plunged in. You're starting to see all these cracks that are running up the blade as they kind of become superheated. You're seeing this like this molten orangish red inside of it kind of begin to glow.
Okay. Can Sirius try and cool the handle enough to yank the sword out?
Cool it with the water down here. That's probably
Yeah,
been
with the
generated.
water that's melting from the snow.
Absolutely,
Kinda-
you can do a trick.
Yeah,
Would
so I'm focusing it on the handle.
With the amount of water you're able to manipulate with a So as you kind of you see Sirius kind of extends his hand, and as he does, you see these like basically like porises open up in his hand as you hear his, like this familiar sound of hydrocraft or of fellcraft in general, of like bones realigning in his hands as these kind of like holes open up, and you see as he like pushes his hand towards the water, it like sucks it up into his hand and it begins like flowing, and he's like redirecting it and like splashing the sword with it, and there's just, you hear as steam kind of begins to rise off, and I'm gonna say you keep doing this for as long as it takes, as you begin to douse it more and more. It takes a lot of water, and the sword is like super duper hot, but you're able to douse everything in so much water over time that there's just no way it can burn right now. Though you do see that cinder itself is actually still, like, the body is too wet to burn. You see as there are small parts on cinder that are still crackling with like some amounts of heat, but you get the handle cool enough for right now, though you suspect if you don't grab it like right now with wet hand, like if you didn't grab it with some like water on your hands, you might burn yourself.
As
Alright.
Destin,
Can
Hold on. Sirius,
Yeah,
go ahead,
okay.
finish.
Can I use like dang. I guess I can only use my noble clothes for this, so I might as well. I'm gonna take out like a small piece of clothing, like maybe like socks or something, and I'm gonna like pick up a bunch of snow in them, and then like use that to kind of grab the sword, just to give
Okay.
me extra insulation to pull it out.
So as you're putting snow in your spare socks, Destin, were you saying something?
Yeah.
yeah, Destin, as he sees Sirius to do this, he's like, "Hey, what the hell are you doing?" And he's gonna move over there and like bat his hand away. He says, "Leave my sword alone."
Well,
You want
at this point, the
forest
fire
to
is
turn
out.
into a
What
Yeah.
about over here?
We'll deal with that in 1 second. I'm
flaming
sorry.
sea?
What did you say? Also, Jack, I can't move Destin for some reason.
Weird. Let me see check your permissions, but continue to RP.
Yeah. What would you say? What
You
would you say,
want
Sirius?
this forest to turn into a flaming sea?
It's fine. I was watching it.
Uh-huh. You got
Look.
hydrocraft to help out with that?
I have snow and a backpack to shovel the snow with. It was fine. I still can't touch it, Jack.
I'll just leave this to you.
Oh, I got it now.
Sirius
It's
is just gonna throw his snow-filled socks on the ground and just walk over to this fire.
So at this
Destin's
point,
just gonna
go.
Destin's gonna look at him and just like shake his head, and he's gonna reach out his sword and use some ferrocraft and pull the sword out and just
Okay.
like hold it next to him while
Yep.
it cools.
You are able to do that, and you kind of feel this like familiar heat as like it touches your hand. It doesn't seem to bother you that much. So over here, yeah. So Jake or Uhtred rather, and Dipper, as you guys are over here, been shoveling. I'm assuming you guys are using the shovels here, and I'm assuming Sirius maybe dropped the shovel when you realized he could use hydrocraft.
Yeah, I put my stuff back in my backpack too. I'm
So
just shoveling.
So you're shoveling stuff with the shovels, and you're spreading the snow. Between you guys and this older gentleman here, this older siren, you guys are able to douse it, and kind of Sirius comes over and helps at the very end. And you guys are able to put it out. It takes probably like 5-10 minutes. Like it is a lot of work as you're just constantly dousing this as these trees. Even though they're cold and there's snow on the ground, came very close to catching up in flames. But you guys just pour a ridiculous amount of water on it, and there's still. I'm gonna leave some like cindering crackles in here, but everything's so wet that
It's not on fire.
yeah, it's not gonna burn.
So Nakria, while this is all happening, he's gonna fly over to where everyone put down their backpacks, and he's gonna start making trips back and forth, giving people their items that they left on the floor.
Oh,
Okay.
good man.
So I'm gonna say that you guys are able to kind of get all your stuff back on your backs and stuff, and kind of get your stuff. Can everybody here make me a perception check?
Yep.
Another one?
Yep.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Ooh, that was not good. I'm not being perceptive today.
Can anybody give me a 4?
I got a 3, but I'll spend a destiny point if no one gets it. And I'm saved. Dipper got it.
Dipper,
Alright,
you smell smoke on the air as you kind of look up and you realize the body that Destin killed up on the cliff here is still on fire, and then these trees up here on fire.
Oh
Fucking
shit!
trees, bro.
Dipper's immediately gonna yell, "Hey!" and like point and get everyone's attention.
Destin's too powerful. Shit. Destin's gonna look up there. Is like, ah, son of a bitch. He's gonna sprint over there. He's gonna climb up.
Okay, make me a climb check. Let's say I'm gonna say this isn't an accurate representation of like it's not completely sheer. That'd be pretty hilarious in real life. I'm gonna say that this is gonna be, because it's kind of like rock climbing. I'm gonna say this is a level 3 specialized. Actually, no,
Okay.
level two, uncommon. This is uncommon.
He is buffed.
Yeah, I think it was level 3 in combat when you were having Dipper roll it. Yeah, probably makes it lower.
We'll say that was over here on this wall.
He got
I
a
don't know,
2.
guys. I'm trying to be. Do you want me to make it level 3?
He got a 2.
I was saying the stakes are less because people aren't actively attacking us.
That's fair. So that is true. So Dipper, thank you for making me look smart. Dipper, Dustin, you're able to. Yeah, and yeah, I totally meant to say that. Yeah, so not in the heat of combat here. You're able to climb up here, and did you? You don't have a shovel or anything.
I'm using my backpack.
So you have your backpack on your back. As you get up here, this fire has kind of gotten out of control. Is anybody else helping?
Yeah, we need
Dipper-
some help over here.
Dipper's
Try to
gonna
climb
run
up
over
with
and
the
he's
shovel.
gonna throw his shovel up there for Dustin.
Okay.
Dustin.
So you throw the
Thank
shovel up.
Dustin!
Make me, Dipper. Make me a.
Does that really
athletics
need a
check.
roll?
Yeah, it's an athletics check because this is like
I'll
you're
throw the
trying
shovel
to
on
throw
top
something
of it.
accurately. So this is gonna be
Dipper-
common. This is common. Dipper, it's level
Dipper's
1.
gonna throw it and it's just gonna like smack into the snow.
Just don't crit
It's
fail.
1 foot
Okay.
in front of him.
Yeah, you're able to hurl it like a javelin, and you're able to throw it up and over, and it sticks right in the snow right next to Dustin. Perfect, ready to be used.
Destin grabs it and he starts shoveling.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna say make me a survival check, Dustin. Actually, be survival. I would say survival to actually, it's kind of just how fast you can shovel snow. I feel like you have the shovel. I'm gonna make this a level 1. Nah, this is stupid. You're able to shovel it, so you go ahead, and it was gonna be like a level 1 lift check, but it's literally shoveling snow fast. But you just
Shovel snow very fast.
You shovel snow really quick. Actually, make it for me. Level 1 lift. This is like hard.
Lift?
It's like because you're lifting snow. You are. It's like repeated lifting.
I'm giga chatted out right now, so yeah.
You make
Level
it,
3.
So you're easily able to just start spooning the snow onto it, and you're able to douse the fire. And even the fire that's up above you, you just take your sword and just cut down those tree branches, because you're so you're tall, you're lanky, and you also have a big long sword. So you just whack those down, and you're able to pour snow on them. And I'm gonna say you're able to put out this fire. Okay, so the fires are all out.
Woohoo! Finally.
And actually,
Destin's
Destin,
gonna-
as you kind of put this one out. His body is too badly burnt, but you kind of notice. Actually, make me a. Make me a. You can choose here because either one would work. It'll be a survival or a general knowledge. Survival would be a level 2. General knowledge would be a level 3. It's your choice.
Much better at survival. So.
Okay, give me a
A
survival
little bit
level
better,
2.
I guess. Hey, level 3.
What strikes you is that there weren't any bones with this thing when it burned. Because you usually generally you've seen bodies burn on the battlefield, and you know that you still it breaks the bones, but you're able to see there's some bones. You don't see any bones inside of this spore, which is odd because spore infect humans, or not humans, Felkine, and this does not have a skeleton apparently.
So Destin's just gonna look down this thing. He's gonna bend down for just a second. It
is very badly burnt right now. It's singed completely, but you just don't you would expect to see some cracked bones or something.
Yeah, Destin's just gonna try at the skull area, if that still exists. I don't know if its head is still there. He's gonna kind of just push with
I'm gonna
the
say
shovel.
with the fire that honestly the skull barely exists. It's singed, it's burnt. There's very little of the body that hasn't been almost completely charred up.
You know
That's
who
just
wouldn't care about putting the fires out? The
So
Inquisition.
you if you're trying to are you trying to investigate its body further?
He's gonna try to find some kind of semblance of a body, like a body prior towards the infection.
I'm gonna say honestly, with your level 3, just given how badly burnt this is, I'm gonna say you're able to chop into it. As it hasn't been too long, but this thing seems to really have wanted to burn. You can't find anything that you can't be certain because you really this body is very badly burned, so you couldn't say for certainty that
there's anything before the infection.
You couldn't say for certainty. It is odd to you. You would expect to see something. And to be honest, you're make me a general knowledge check. We will make this a level 4. I got a little level 4.
All right, probably not gonna get that. Yeah, no.
You use a destiny point.
I could use a destiny point. No, I gotta save them. I've been spending them like wild recently.
Okay, so you would know a little bit about the sport. Honestly, this is a little out of your depth. You're not quite sure what kind of what happened with this one in particular. You're just a little bit out of your depth. You know that this is a spore and it's badly charred, but about the exact nature of what specifically this one is, you don't know.
Yeah, it was attacking from range from an elevated position. That's just gonna step back. He's gonna hop down, he's gonna clamber down. And says,
"You do know there have been you would know that there's reports of certain types of spore that spray people with spore, and there's carriers and stuff. But
yeah,
maybe not
just gonna,
this lean, but you're not quite sure what it is."
Yeah, Destin's gonna look to Sirius as he comes down. And he says, "There weren't no body up there. That was just fungus. That was just mushroom."
Sirius just kind of looks confused at him, and he kind of looks at the ground for a sec. Well, Finocchio fought another spore monster that seemed to be controlling them, right? Maybe its body could have some more clues? I don't think that one got burned,
know
right?
if you saw that, Sirius. I don't mean to be a metagame, but I don't know if you actually saw him attack that at all. Because he he was the only one that made that perception check, and then he exploded it in the woods.
Oh, okay. Then I won't know that information.
Yeah.
With this information, could Sirius get anything out of that?
Go ahead and make me the same level 4 general knowledge check.
You can do it. You're one of our smart boys.
Let's do. Let's do a preemptive destiny on this.
Okay, you get it.
Nice.
4. Yeah, that helps.
Hell yeah.
So
Saved it.
That does not make any sense in your mind. That makes zero sense. Spore from because you know you're well read. You pay attention to things during the spore pandemic. You definitely would have kind of like learned all this stuff, especially being in the kind of company that you kept Tentcity. You would 100% know that there's no way that's true. Spore infects living matter. Spore doesn't. It has to have a host. If it doesn't have a host, there's no way it can survive. It's a fungus. It's a parasitic fungus. It needs a host. And so to you, I mean, Destin seems to be telling the truth. But it kind of baffles you, and you would kind of realize that if this were true, this would be a pretty remarkable discovery, and would be like you would be worried because that has implications. Because one of the nice things about Spore is that as long as you're able to not get infected and cure yourself, then you kind of reduce the number of potential threats that could be made. But if it didn't have to do that, that would be very concerning.
Well,
and
father,
also,
he did...
one more thing.
Yeah,
and you might even realize, you might even realize that based on that very high, you do know that there are certain, because you had actually probably had pretty good education with the people you were around, you might understand that maybe there might be different strains of the fungus, that they might not all be the exact same based on locality. So that might be one inkling that you would think there's something strange. Maybe there's something strange about this certain strain of the fungus.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's one time when I was back in Tentcity a few years ago. I remember that there was a spore researcher that came by, and I had a few talks with him, but it seems like there has to be living tissue or something.
And actually, I should say, real quick, just to make sure we hit this. Yep. Actually, your Uncle Euron would have talked to you about this a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Obviously my father talked a lot or my uncle talked a lot about it, so maybe he might be somebody good to talk to.
Yo, well, you know maybe that your uncle remember your uncle he died. Remember last season in the what was it, the Rock? I have it written down actually, but it was like Rock Keeper Fortress here. It's on the map. I wrote it down, but you would know that because he was like the brilliant brother, and but he died. He was researching. He's actually researching.
Yeah,
that was like his research lab. Yeah.
That was the dream.
Yeah. Sorry, you might remember. He's like, I knew people. Wait, my uncle's dead.
Ah, shit.
Dude, that was years ago.
It was Rock Shatter Fort. Rock Shatter Fort was where your uncle died, and you were there.
Maybe behind a few notes or something. Where is Rock Shatter Fort relative to us, by the way?
So if you go ahead and you navigate towards the Terra PNG. Where it says Spine of the World right next to Reddland, it is upstream of Tentcity.
Okay.
So it's kind of north. I would say northwest of Tentcity.
Okay.
Listen, I don't know much about Spore. I ain't read up on that kind of thing. It ain't my kind of knowledge. But there weren't no bones. There weren't no skull. There was nothing. Just fungus, just the damn mushroom up there.
I guess while we're in Tentcity, maybe we could see if we could find any of my uncle's belongings back in the palace or whatever. Maybe there's something there.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, two big old groups of these motherfuckers in the cold up here. This ain't doing well for my mind. We should probably look into this. This don't seem right.
So as you're kind of there, this guy who has been making sure the body's been well put out, he's gonna kind of he kind of has been listening to you guys here and goes, I just want, and he kind of looks to Uchard and Destin and Dipper and Sirius and goes, I just wanted to thank y'all for saving our lives. We were in a, and you see as like the kind of severity of the moment as like he's finally able to like just kind of actually be in the moment and not being just like kill or be killed mode. You see as he kind of like leans himself up against the tree and goes, "Jeez, and he like begins like clutching his face. They're all gone, and he like looks around at the burned bodies all around him. They're all, and he like looks specifically. So this one right here, by the way, that's on the ground. Nobody ever finished this off. As this one is just like, you can see that it's just laying on the ground. Its like mouth is like snapping as it's like looking up, but it's like, I think somebody shot it in its spinal cord with an arrow.
Yep.
And so its
Walk
mouth is
up
just
and finish it off.
kind of step over here and how do you finish it?
I'm gonna just take my sword and stab it into his skull.
Okay, so you just and you feel a satisfying crunch as this kind, and as you pull your blade out, this kind of bluish, whitish blood that you're familiar with the sport kind of is leaked on your blade, and you kind of like rub it off on the grass and in the snow and resheath your sword. As he kind of looks around, and like you see as like you drive the sword through what appears to be a siren man, actually similar to color, this kind of gray skin color, and you drive the sword through. You see as this guy here, the second he's like talking to himself, as he notices you do that, he goes as he like shudders as you gather from his expression that he knew this person, this younger man, and he kind of just collapses to his knees and is like, "Oh no!" As he kind of like reaches his hands towards the dead body, but he's too far away to do anything. And he just kind of like is there shaking on the ground.
I'm gonna like kind of kneel down and
I
like,
should say,
look
I
at
should
him and
describe
go,
this guy. So this guy, he's very well built. He's probably 6 foot, but he's built like a unit. Not as big as Destin, but obviously a man that works with his hands and is very strong. He has, and you can actually pretty much tell what he does. So he has a blacksmith apron on, and he has the kind of this like long, thick black hair with like a stippling of gray in it, and this kind of heavy set beard, and these kind of remarkable facial tattoos that only cover one side of his face, and he kind of it's pitiful to see because he's obviously a very strong and imposing figure, but he's broken right now as he sits on the ground.
Well, I'm going to like kneel down and kind of look at him and go, "Did you know him?"
He was my son. As he kind of like kind of holds back the tears.
I'm sorry.
They all died defending.
I'm gonna just walk over and pick the body up, and I know I'll have to make a check for that. I'm gonna look at him and go, "Where do you bury your dead?"
So as you kind of go over to pick it, he goes, no. And he kind of like recomposes himself and kind of stands to his feet. We need to make sure they all burn. This has to end here. He kind of like just holds himself back. He kind of like looks into the fort, towards the fort. We have a fire in the middle where we've been burning bodies.
I'm going to kind of nod and like start walking into the fort with his son.
Make me a lift check. I'm gonna say this is a level 2. This is uncommon.
Dipper says
because it's a pretty emaciated body. And this was probably a teenager. This was probably about your guys' age. Oh, so you
know
go
what?
down?
Hold on.
You can spend a destiny point if you really want, but I was gonna say like as you kind of go to pick it up, you kind of
I'm gonna spend a destiny point.
You kind of try to pick
for
up
the rule of pool.
You kind of try to pick up his body, but he's gonna go ahead and assist you as well as like.
Okay, that's fair.
You see, as like you just kind of can't get like your hand quite around it as he's already there helping, so I'm gonna roll for him.
Okay, if he gets it, then I won't spend it.
Yep. Wow, he really, and he like actually no.
Beef boy.
Actually, Jake, if you don't mind, as you kind of pick up his body, you kind of help him get it. You guys kind of help each other get it up, and you guys are holding it. And he goes, "Let me take my boy." As he kind of like gestures,
and just follow him in.
He gestures as he kind of like holds like in his arms his son as he kind of brings his body, and he's gonna go ahead and set his body into the fire over here. And you see this crackling as the spore just instantly combusts as the body begins to burn. And as you guys kind of walk in, you see kind of poking their heads out of these tents. You see a woman and two small children as she's kind of like kind of
Damn it,
huddled.
stop glowing now.
She's huddled in there. Okay, so you kind of dim it down as you walk through. It's like this beacon of hope as you come in. And this woman here, these two small children are gonna pop out, and one of them has like a dagger, and the other one just has a stick. And they go, "Oh, did we win?" There's two little girls, and you see this kind of third person poke their head out. It seems to be this kind of like not necessarily attractive lady. She's probably about like a little bit older than you guys, but
Homely.
she's homely. She's a siren. She has these kind of her skin color is closer to the old woman you saw with the kind of this lightish green. She has no facial tattoos, and she seems to be shaking as she like pokes her head out like kind of cravenly. She like looks around and goes, did we win?"
Destin's just not gonna answer that. He's just gonna look to the old man, just kind of pause for a second, and say, "Why are you all doing up here? It ain't safe."
This
What
old
happened?
woman is going to begin kind of walking down these steps as she's kind of composed herself as she realizes everyone's talking over her. She kind of like wipes her tears. The old man goes as he kind of just is like just staring deep into the fire as his son burns. And this old woman's going to go, we're all villagers of what did I call it? Gullburg. Gullburg, farther inland. We took refuge here. Our hamlet, our people were being picked off one by one, and we took refuge here, all of us, and we sent for help. And we've been waiting for weeks now. She kind of like looks out. Everyone, they took them from the walls every single night they came for us. Slowly they picked off all of the strongest of us, and then they would come back in force, and we'd see our sons and daughters. She kind of like cups her hands. Oh bright lord. She kind of clutches her face.
Who came for you? Bandits? Or worse?
She kind of points.
He just kind of lowers his hood to make it clear that like this is serious rose blood.
As you fucking lower your hood, both of them kind of notice, and they both just look shocked as they go, "Lord Roseblood," and they're both gonna fall to a knee, and bow to you.
Raise your heads. I wanna hear more about this hamlet.
The man kind of like stands up, and they both seem like shocked that you're here. And the woman goes, "My lord, the hamlet, and she points to the burning the blacksmith's burning sun here, and she kind of points to him. They came for us. I know they're Spore, but they were talking to each other. There were two that would come up and direct the other ones from behind. They would even," she kind of like points, "they would hold tools and..."
Looks like the Spore situation's got a lot more troubling since I was last here. We've always had an issue I've known. But
She's gonna step
Damn.
forward and
we
go,
never fully took care of it.
"My lord, as she kind of like bows her head, prowess in combat is exceptional. Who, as she like looks around everyone, who are you all? Are these your personal bodyguards, my lord?"
You could call them something like that. They're accompanying me on travels.
Were you sent here to... Did you receive our message from Ellis? As the kind of the man here perks up. "My other son, Ellis, he's just a small boy. He ran out for help. He's probably," as he looks around you, "he's nigh but 13. Did he make it?" As he kind of like you hears like this hesitation in his voice.
Sirius just
Did you
kind
get our
of looks
message?
them both dead in the eye and he says, "I don't think we saw an Ellis on our travels. Me being here is completely a coincidence, I'm afraid."
The old woman goes, We'd wondered where you were. We'd assumed," but she kind of like like cranks her head. We thought you were in Tentcity with your father and Lady Priscilla. You're all
I'm
barred up
returning
in.
from Redwall.
She kind of like looks puzzled.
There have been a
Well-
lot of political happenings happening. A lot of obligations that the nobility have had to take care of recently.
Make me
It's been kind of difficult.
make me a deception check or communication check level 1 because it's kind of deceptive. Because you kind of do have obligations and you are a noble, but it's a little bit more than that. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
It's easy. You're easily able to kind of slide it in, and she just.
So you're
accepts
telling me
it.
if I believe my lie?
So you're able to slip it on in there, and she kind of just nods her head and goes, "Well, we're just small folk. We only hear bits and pieces about what happens in Tentcity, so I'm sorry, my lord. I did not mean to question you. I'm so sorry. And we're so grateful." As she looks around, and the old man's gonna they're gonna look at you guys like fucking, like kind of with the degree of like they're happy, but also kind of just like
Confused.
no, kind of almost like a little bit intimidated by, because they saw you guys just like demolish this threat that had been picking off their town people for like a week, and you guys just wiped it out like with no thought.
Dipper.
What are
is
your
going
names? As she
to,
kind of looks around, and she's gonna look at Destin first, I guess, because he's closest.
Just gonna nod her and say, Destin Schaefer, ma'am. I'm glad we could be of assistance.
She kind of perks up. I knew your father.
You know my dad?
Yes. Does he still have his shop outside of Redwall?
Oops.
When Destin was nearby Redwall, the shop was still there, right? It didn't get taken out in the
Yeah,
explosion.
your father's black. No. So remember, your father's shop. You grew up on the outside, so you didn't grow up in Redwall. You grew up in like the small. There's a bunch of small villages and hamlets and stuff that surround Redwall. So you grew up on the outside of Redwall. But yeah, absolutely.
Destin just pauses for a moment, kind of purses his lips, and then he nods, and says, "Yep, he's still there, still plying the trade."
Your
How do you
father
know- how'd
was
you-
one of the best blacksmiths I ever met. She kind of looks. Actually, my tavern, the Driftwood Inn, as she kind of points over towards the building over there, towards the direction of the building that you guys set on fire. As she goes, my inn, the Driftwood Inn. Your father actually designed some custom metalwork for our sign.
I see.
I'm gonna look and go. You might.
Let's just
Your
be
in's
honest.
changed since you've seen it last.
She kind of looks back
Let's
and
just
forth.
be honest. As Destin just be like, let's just be honest. We traveled that way. We came from that direction. When we found her inn, it was swarming with the spore creatures. We killed them, but the entire building was covered in spore. We had to set a fire to make sure it didn't spread. I'm very sorry.
She kind of just, you can see as this news kind of hits her, as like it seems like that inn meant a lot to her. She goes, and then she kind of composes herself and kind of like shuns that feeling away and goes, there were
Or creatures
There were-
inside of it, yes.
there
Multiple.
were two academics in from Bergenworth traveling south. When it all happened, I came straight here, but they said they were gather their things and come. Were they amongst the infected?
Yes, ma'am. They
Unfortunately.
were.
She kind of just like bows her head, and the kind of blacksmith goes, and he kind of puts a hand on her back as like it just sucks. And so as you guys are talking here, these little
Binoculars still
kids are gonna
fly?
like start like one of these little kids is gonna like come up behind Dipper and like kind of look
Tail
at him,
down, like,
and it's like these two siren kids. And they like look at Dipper, and one of them's gonna like go, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, are you a cat?" As this like it's like a
Dipper.
toddler. She's probably like 5 years old, 5 or 4.
Dipper is going to kneel down. Which one has the dagger?
I'm gonna say the one on the right has the dagger.
Dipper's gonna say, "Hey, that's a pretty cool dagger. Wanna see mine?" And he's gonna unsheath the talon.
They kind of just look at it and they go, "Whoa!" As they like kind of like look up at you. Did you are you a hero? Yeah. As she kind of looks, you're one of those heroes, aren't you? You're an adventurer. My mama
Dipper
tells me all
says-
about the stories, but my mama hasn't. She had to go help on the wall, and old Micah, he says that she won't be back for a minute now.
Dipper pulls down his face mask and his hood, and he says, I don't know if I'd quite say a hero."
But you are. You saved us. As this lady here kind of says, she kind of looks at you with like a sneer. She kind of goes, "You're no heroes. If you had been, you would have saved us before everyone died." She kind of looks at you. She's probably not much older than you. She's probably like in her 20s, early 20s. She kind of like sneers at you. And she's going to kind of like look at you all. "You're no heroes." She kind of steps forward. "Where were you? We sent for help for days ago."
Miss, we're not here.
As
We didn't get
kind
no
of
message.
everyone kind of you hear shouting.
Turn around.
And she kind of looks at Sirius, and she kind of like sneers. And she kind of sees Sirius. She didn't really notice him at first, and she was kind of like having this conversation over here. But when they realize over there, she kind of looks over there and goes, and she like shuts like her mouth and goes, and she kind of like looks like a cat out, like a fish out of water. She's realized she might have just insulted Sirius.
Sirius just kind of looks out from the side of his glance, and he just kind of sighs.
I'm gonna like look
Destin
at
drops
her.
the people. Destin drops the people's elbow on her.
I'm gonna
Dipper,
look at her and go, "It's okay. Not like there's a war or anything going on right now."
You fucking dick.
Dipper's gonna
She
look
kind
at
of
her.
looks at you,
and
and she kind of just like sneers at you with like the stain. And she goes, and she like is gonna whisper under her breath, "Some soldier you are."
Sirius just kind of glances back at her and says, "I wish I could do more for you. I'll try to do better next time."
She kind of steps forward. "Well, there is something you can do for me. You can escort me out of here. And she kind of like looks. "We should leave immediately. Your lord."
You seem in quite a hurry. Why is that?
"Well, we've been busy here defending for days. We're all exhausted." As you can notice that she looks like panicked, but the two older folks here that were on the wall, they look a lot more grizzled and kind of worn out than she does. She looks like she doesn't look that worn out. She looks kind of freaked
Looks
out.
like she's been doing much.
How long have you been here then?
"Oh, I've always lived in Gullburg." As she kind of like looks around. I worked at. She kind of nods over towards the labor at Emma's Inn, the Driftwood Inn. And she kind of like realizes that she's talking to a lord right now, my lord. And she kind of like begins to like kind of like check her words.
Dipper is still talking to these kids, and he says, "Wanna see something cool?" And he's
Yeah.
gonna kind of open his mouth and kind of hiss and show his fangs.
What the kid on the with the dagger went like it starts giggling, and this girl over here she screams, "Ah!" And she starts running off into the like deeper into the fort.
He's gonna look over to the other kid and he's gonna say, "Hey, have you or anyone else possibly seen any other cats around here? You know, people that look like me?"
Yeah, as she kind of like we had somebody look just like you that used to she lived in our house. Her name was Sprinkles.
Her name was what?
Sprinkles. Yeah. Was she? Is she are you cousins? She kind of like, it's a
Dipper
very
says-
serious question. She's trying to
Dipper
get to the bottom
says-
of this.
Oh well, I don't know. You know, we have lots and lots of family. It's hard to keep track.
Oh yeah, but you guys have many, like you have litters of babies. That's where we got Sprinkles from.
I'm like, say over my shoulder, don't lie, Dipper. You know that's your cousin Sprinkles. That's your middle name, isn't it? Dipper
Make-
Sprinkles.
Yeah. I mean, we
Make
picked
Dipper-
it up off a box in Red Ball.
Okay, you can auto.
Yeah, I mean,
succeed
that's
that.
Dipper says, "Oh, wait a second. Sprinkles, that's right. Me and Sprinkles go way back."
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry, but Sprinkles, we had to leave her behind.
Oh, well, I'm
Don't-
sure Sprinkles found her way. Don't worry.
Yeah, those cats are smart. They'll be good. Don't you worry, kid.
Okay. As she kind of looks around. Well, I better go check on my friends. You know, I gotta protect them. But I she looks at the dagger.
You do that.
I got a job.
Destin's gonna
Dipper
nod.
nods.
He's gonna look over to the blacksmith and say, "Are you all that's left?"
Yeah. As he kind of just like nods his head. There were 30 of us to start with, and we were able to hold them back the first couple nights, but then they start picking us off one by one.
I understand, sir. You don't need to explain to me. Just he's gonna look at the party and say, "We're gonna rest for tonight. We're all gonna take shifts. Let everyone get some shut eye, and we'll set out tomorrow."
And he's gonna like turn over here towards the gate here, and he's gonna go ahead and bar it.
And then I like turn to Des and go, I'll take the first shift.
I'll join you. Rest of you lot, get some sleep. We're gonna need
Sirius
it.
will kind of look to the woman and say, "You leaving this place will have to wait till tomorrow.
She's
She's
kind of like
been traveling all day."
she's about to
unfortunately."
like spout up and retort, but she realizes that she can't really order you around, and she kind of just keeps quiet and like looks kind of like disdainful. She kind of like just tries to hide it, but she's pretty like she's not that confident. She just and she's gonna go,
Alright.
well, fine, I guess. And she's gonna go ahead and like march off deeper into the fort.
Lass, wait.
She
I don't
kinda
know
like
what issue you have.
she gonna like looks at you when you say lass and goes, oh, as she kind of like realizes you're like big and strong looking. Actually, wait, you're still in buff form, right?
Yeah,
I still have my-
You look
helmet.
terrifying.
No, I still have my helmet is like all like bent and metal, like basically metallic teeth for a helmet.
She's gonna look at you. Would you like to roll to intimidate her? As like
No,
Well,
he's
you
trying
know.
to be calming.
No, you don't look calming at all. You look like a
I
fucking
know,
monster.
I know.
And she's gonna turn to you and go, oh, and she's gonna stand there and just like look at you and go, me?
You.
Yeah.
I don't know what trouble you have with us, but we're not trying to harm you. We're just here to try and do what we can. That's all we're saying.
She's just like standing there like shaking.
Just go get some rest, right? We're gonna be up early tomorrow.
She's standing there shaking. Oh, yeah. Okay. And she like kind of like just begins like backpedal and like kind of like fast walk away.
Serious, do I look scary?
Yeah, he looks pretty scary.
Serious? Guys, listen, you gotta be honest with me here. What's going on? I don't have a mirror.
Is this the
You're-
first time that you've gone this meta?
Oh yeah, he hasn't gone this big before. Like Desmond's like armor is like literally like it's like twisted into like scales and spikes and like basically his helmet's contorted into like
I'm gonna
jaws.
go ahead and, I'm gonna say, by the way, that as kind of you're saying this, your buffs all begin to kind of fade. It's been an hour.
All right, good.
So as you're kind of saying this, your buffs, and you see as your armor begins to like distort back, and you kind of reassume your more regular appearance. All right. And so the blacksmith's
good.
gonna kind of step forward here and go, well, thank you all so very much. You truly are heroes, and thank you, Lord Roseblood, for lending your personal guard to us. We wouldn't have lasted the night.
You'll have any...
Dipper says, Well, have you got any food?
Or coffee? I'm tired as fuck.
Yes,
Been
as he
fighting all day.
kind of points. There's a storeroom further up. We can all dine. Actually, we got enough food for everybody. So, but there aren't many of us left. So,
Yeah.
kind of like shudders at the thought as he like looks at the burning body.
Hey Dipper, Sirens, could you get me an Uhtred some food? We're gonna keep watching the walls, make sure nothing else pokes its ugly fucking head up.
You got
Sounds
it,
like a
but I
plan.
can't promise
You
I
want
won't
anything
give it to you
specific?
with the little bit of spit in it.
What the fuck did I do?
We actually have quite a bounty.
I
Of,
say if you're
the blacksmith kind of goes. We have actually a big shipment of really kind of artisanal mushrooms.
I will pass on
mushrooms?
the
And
Yeah.
Kanako kind of
Psilocybin?
perks up.
mushrooms. I'm
Did I
gonna
get
pass
sick of
on the
those?
mushrooms.
Mushrooms? I'm good. Do you have anything other than mushrooms?
Yeah, I could go for something other than fuck mushrooms at the moment.
Well, we
I
have-
mean,
we have-
I'm sure they're great, but yeah, no, I'm good.
Are you sure? It's kind of like
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, can I auto crit fail Constitution check and throw up?
yeah, sure.
I want to turn around and go.
No, don't no. You're gonna if you keep puking up, you're gonna have to eat more mushrooms. Don't fucking do that.
Mushrooms.
Don't no. Keep what you got. You don't want to eat more fucking mushrooms.
Sorry
That's
about
just like-
that. I just really don't like mushrooms.
We have a distaste for them.
We got stuck in mushrooms all winter.
Don't eat. We just don't like 'em.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, no, I'll go. If you'll bend the walls, and she kind of like wipes the sleep away from her eyes. I'll go see what I can scrounge up.
Thank you,
Thank
miss.
you, ma'am.
She's gonna go kind
He's
of
gonna,
walk
he's gonna
back.
look at Dipper. He's gonna look at Dipper and says, "If I find one mushroom in my food, I know it's you, and I will be
My
coming
word.
to your tent with a bag." He's gonna start walking to the wall.
Dipper says, "Well, I guess the cat's in."
I will put you in a river, Dipper.
Dipper says, Dipper like stands up straight and he says, "Okay, I'm sorry. Anything but that, Destin."
No mushrooms or spit, please.
I'll take spit over mushrooms.
Dipper says, "You got it."
Actually, I don't give a shit about the spit. Just no fucking mushrooms. It's a mushroom.
Stop saying the word.
Don't make Uhtred throw up again.
Dipper's just a little terrified after Destin even says the word river.
That would be good with Coast.
Okay,
Maybe
cool.
that's what happened. Maybe that's what happened to Sprinkles.
Okay, so as you guys kind of get settled down for that, she's gonna come back with food. You guys don't need to go that way. We're not gonna go explore the entire fort. We can do it more in RP. But you guys are able to go ahead. She kind of brings back like some jerky, some meats.
No mushrooms.
No, like maybe some rations and stuff as she kind of provides it. And water and stuff, and you guys are able to get a good filling meal. And the blacksmith, he kind of like is gonna like look at you all and say, "Well, we are plenty happy to see your faces, but we haven't seen many visitors all winter. But it's been a harsh winter, you know. There was one, but yeah, didn't stay very
Wait.
long."
Wait,
And who was that?
Who was it?
Oh, just some homeless girl.
Would she have? What does she look like?
She looked actually kind of with cover in her face. It was cold out, you see, but she did have red hair. Had a beautiful voice.
Which way did she go?
I don't know. I tried to offer her shelter, but even in the middle of a blizzard, she just kept marching forward. It was pretty miraculous. He kind of like as he's kind of like stroking his beard. I've never seen anything like that. I know there are people further up north that have cryocraft that can take that, or
Did she keep heading south?
I don't know why. He just I mean, I think I kind of like scratched that. I think I asked her if she needed help, and what she was looking for, and she said answers, which I don't know what the fuck that meant. She was. Oh, did you know her? Say that again, Jake.
I'm thinking of what to say. Hold on. Yeah, I think she was part of my. She was an acquaintance that they were looking for.
Make me a deception check, a communication
okay.
check. This is gonna be level 1. That's common. It's a white lie, but
Ooh. Well, I have nothing in communications, so let's see.
Oh.
Destiny point.
Okay, mark it off. He kind of nods his head and goes, "Huh, well, yeah, she, I don't know, that's why I kind of went to help her. She just seemed like hurt on the inside, you know, you can see it in people's eyes. Something was wrong, but she didn't want any help, and she just kept on moving on past. This was further inland, not as near the sea, but near Gullburg. It's not, but you know, she kind of points like inland a little bit, not but a mile or two that way.
Okay.
She just was stopping for supplies, and kind of like ponders. I wasn't able to sell her anything. I tried to sell her a fancy new dagger, but though she didn't really have the money for that, I don't think. It's kind of like scratches his beard.
Well, how about you go rest? We'll keep watch tonight since you guys have been at it for over a month. You can take a night off, sir.
Kind of like
I haven't gotten your name. What's your name?
My name's Micah.
Micah. I'm gonna
Like you rat.
extend my hand and go, Uhtred Storm. It's nice to meet you.
Uhtred, you rat.
Kind of nods his head. Storm, huh?
Arthur! Yeah.
Kind of nods. You from Crossroads?
Yes, originally.
Kind of nods said. You know, it's funny. I know we're at war or whatever, but besides the soldiers marching up north from here, we don't really experience very much. Kind of like nods his head. That's actually funny. It's a small world. As he kind of like chuckles a little bit under his breath. You know, I thought I saw one of those, you know. Actually, he kind of looks at you. Weren't you glowing before?
It's probably the fire.
Make me a communications check. This is gonna be level 3. This is specialized.
Okay, well I got one this time. I'm not spending the rest of my destiny points.
He's gonna look at you and go, and he realizes that you're lying. Like you're trying to like hide the frag, and he goes,
"Nah, man.
How were you glowing like that before?"
I swear to you, I wasn't glowing, sir.
I know you're lying. As he kind of looks a little bit upset now, and I don't like being lied to.
Okay.
Wait, and he kind of like backs up. Are you? He kind of like steps up. You're one of. Oh my! And he kind of like puts his hand in his mouth. You're a Bracken, aren't you? You ain't some kind of spy or nothing, are you?
No.
But you got that. Aren't you on the wrong side? As he looks down at your uniform. Not that I'm complaining.
You know my last name. I wouldn't have come to Redwall. Lady Veronica saved a lot of orphans that were sent to Redwall. Do you think that Angelin's done anything for me?
Kind of just no. I didn't mean to question it. I've never
I
met one of your
understand.
kind before. And he's gonna kind of ponder something and look up in the air. You know, it's funny. He kind of like looks up. I swear, not but a month or two back, but before the winter got real bad, before the blizzard came, I swore I thought I saw 2 people fighting in the sky, and I said, no, that can't happen. That's like one of the old brightness tales. As it kind of looks, things they talk about at the temple. As it kind of looks at you, can you? As he kind of leans forward, can you fly? I think he can. He looks like Finocchio, who's eating food. But you can really have angel wings? Actually, no, you had angel wings, didn't you?
The last fight, like, so earlier this evening, I guess.
He's gonna look.
He probably would he probably have seen that.
If you landed on the ground, they would have kind of disappeared unless like you meant to keep them around. So he probably didn't.
No, I meant would he have seen the fight from the fort? Is what I was asking.
Oh,
'Cause, like,
the
I
fight
did
over there.
file-
No, he was a little busy over here. They were fighting while you guys were fighting.
Yes. I can. I'm still kind of new at it. I didn't really realize. Honestly, I always thought I was a mudblood. That's kind of how I was raised.
They kind of like ponders. I think I saw one of your kin not too long ago. I didn't really see. I don't know. I can't. I don't know really what I saw. He kind of looks up. Here, I want to show you something. Follow me.
I'm gonna follow him real quick.
Kind of steps up on top of the thing here, and he kind of points this direction over towards kind of the sea. There's a watchtower over yonder. Not but I don't know, a month or two ago before the blizzard came and everything kind of froze. I thought it was just the birds, but that doesn't make any sense because it knocked down the entire tower. There were two people flying in the sky and fighting, and I couldn't believe the sounds it was making, but I didn't know if it was just the ocean crashing or what, but I came out and looked up, and I thought it was just birds fighting, but there were two specks in the sky fighting each other. And then something fell, and he kind of puts over, knocked over our watchtower, which is real bad because he kind of like ponders. If we had it, we could have signaled for help. I don't know. Do you know anything about that?
As far as I know, I'm the only bright kin that's traveling this way.
Make me another fucking communications check. It's a level. What level is this? Jeez. That's
Hear me out. Yeah. I don't know which way luck went.
No, you know he's going south.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you did. That's the only direction everyone's going.
After Vex.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a uncommon. It's pretty unlike, like, you're very rare anyways.
5.
He could tell you're lying as he kind of looks you up and down.
No, you said is that 2 or 1?
That's only, you got level 1 victory. It's a level 2. It's an uncommon.
This is level 2. I'll use I'll use a destiny point. I don't want to risk fucking up shelter for everyone.
He's gonna look you up and down and go, well, I don't know what hit over there, but something did, and then I don't know, I didn't see the rest of it. The tree coverage was too bad. I was just here fixing the fort, doing some maintenance for the soldiers.
If you want, we can go ahead and, at least before we roll out, I can go take a look at the watchtower and see how bad it is, see if you can even still use it.
Kind of nods his head. I don't know. We looked at it afterwards, but didn't get too close. That is not stable over there. That could go at any second. Not worth the risk. Maybe just a little bit more weight could, we don't know, knock it into the. I don't know. I guess for you, it's not as big as a deal because, you know. What does it feel like, by the way? You know, have you died before?
Yes.
As you kind of say that, you feel like this, like, weird, like, flash in your head of, like, kind of, I would say for a second, you kind of see this vision of light in your head, and then it kind of fades.
It's, the first time it happened, you know, it's kind of like what they say, like you replay moments of your life. and then all of a sudden you kind of just snap back here. I was real confused the first time this happened. I guess if I could put it into words, I would say warmth.
Huh.
And at peace.
Kind of looks out. Well, that's nice. And as that conversation, you guys kind of just stare now as he kind of like looks over his shoulder at his son's now like disintegrated body and looks out into the forest for threats. He's gonna step off without a word and kind of just walk, and he's gonna go and get some rest. So this lady here has been bringing you guys food. She's been setting down food around you guys and goes, well, if that'll be all, we'll, you sure we can't stay and help you up front here? She kind of like looks to all of you.
No, ma'am, you go take a night off. We got it.
She kind of looks serious.
Sounds like you've been through a lot. So
Thank you,
leave it to me.
my lord. Are you sure you could even take my tent? It's not much, but it's clean.
Oh no. I'm used to the road at this point. I think I'll be fine.
She kind of nods her head as she kind of like looks up and around, and she's gonna kind of look at Finocchio, and you see like this like hint of.
Did he ask for the
This-
mushrooms?
This
Is he the only one that got mushrooms?
Yeah, Finocchio, you got some mushrooms.
Freaking mushroom.
You get some mushroom soup.
Oh, no, wait, did he pull his own mushrooms?
Oh, I got the mushrooms too. You want to trade?
Zam, you might be muted. I can't hear you if you're talking, by the way.
No, Finocchio has been really reserved though, since
Okay.
he knows the inherent racism that's
Yeah,
happening.
she kind of looks him up and down, and you kind of see this hint of kind of disgust initially, and then she's gonna kind of bow her head to you and go, "Thank you, Master. What's your name?"
And Finocchio is a bit taken aback. It's Finocchio.
Thank you, Master Finocchio, for saving us. That's all. As she kind of like just kind of nods her head at you, and she kind of you see like something. There's some cognitive dissonance going on in her head. Two conflicting ideas, and she's gonna kind of just say thank you and gonna go off deeper into the fort. Okay. So with that, unless anybody wants to do any more RP around the campfire, who's taking first watch?
Me and Destin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and make me two. Actually, go ahead and make me both of you real quick. Make me 2 endurance. So everybody who's not sleeping right now, please make me an endurance endurance check. This is going to be a level 1, level 2. You guys have been having a hard physical day, and you guys have burned a lot of ichor and light.
This is for first watch people, or
Yeah,
I
just
failed
as
that.
long as you're not if you're not resting.
I
Destin,
have a level 4.
I'm
Destin,
resting.
you're fine. You're very well composed, but Uhtred, you're beginning to feel just kind of tired as like you've burned a lot of light, you've fought really hard, and you've had an entire day full of traveling. You are going to you have a minor sleep deprivation, so it's basically a
Okay.
minor injury, but it's just sleep deprivation.
Gotcha.
How many hours in would you say that happens? Like he starts to flag.
Pretty early on, as he kind of begins to kind of like you see him kind of like nodding as like he's like trying to keep his eyes, but it's just boring because there's nothing going on. And real quickly, can you both make me perception checks and note your
I got you.
penalty.
My level 1 penalty.
Right. So perception is a 4.
2. I got a 3, I believe.
I got a 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 3.
You guys don't see anything throughout the night. You hear the sounds out in the forest, but over the crashing waves, you don't hear very much as you guys kind of bundle up in your clothes and kind of have a cold watch, and then
Like
you
halfway
watch-
through it.
Go ahead.
Halfway through it, Destin's gonna look to Uhtred and say, like, go get one of the others. Take your shift. You're barely awake there.
Yeah, you're beginning to nod off, Uhtred.
All right. Oop,
This
that
is-
was a
this-
steep drop.
Yeah, and Dustin's he's gonna look to him and says, "Hey, Uhtred."
Mm.
He's gonna grab Cinder and he's just gonna toss it to him like very lightly and just say, "Stick that in the fire. Let it sit overnight."
I'm just gonna nod and I place it in the fire.
Grant, if there's any
Mm.
damage that your blade is taking, you can restore it to full.
All right, it is. Woohoo! Is good now. He's good. He's good.
Cool. Who you tapping out?
Who wants to take next shift?
Well, you get to choose.
Oh.
I'm assuming everybody else is asleep.
I'll tap Dipper.
Okay, you tap Dipper. Dipper, you're having dreams about the warm fields and sands of Oasis, and you're just eating your favorite delicacy, maybe like a catnip cake, which is like your favorite thing, and it was your favorite thing your mom used to make you, and you get yanked out of it as you see stinky old Uhtred tapping you on the shoulder.
Hey, me and Dipper are friends now.
I
So.
know. Anakin, you might be muted.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey,
Did you hear what I said?
No,
Oh.
sorry, I was talking to someone.
You're good. You just got woken up for your shift at watch.
Okay. How much ichor did I gain back?
Uh,
Is that 8 and I slept?
so you ate food, you slept. You've only slept half the night. I'm gonna say, what's your max ichor?
9.
Okay, I'm gonna say you gain 4 back right now.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, and I'm assuming you would have eaten a lot of food. You would have been starving. But yeah, you're able to regain ichor. Cool.
Okay.
And as for let's go. Yeah. Okay. So Dipper, you are woken up by Uhtred. What do you say? You were having dreams about Oasis and the warm sands and in the nice fields, and maybe your mom's like making you a catnip cake.
getting them high.
Dipper he wakes up and he says, Is it my shift?
Yes. Sorry.
Dipper
I
just
can't keep my eyes open.
Dipper says, "All right, get some rest," and he just kind of hesitantly gets up and walks up to the post.
Okay, cool. So you are able to get up on there. Oh, here, I was teleporting you. Cool. So yeah, you're able to get up. You can get up here if you want. It's a little bit easier to walk. Watch.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And with that, so yeah, I'm gonna say make me a perception check. Dipper. And then, Destin, would you select one other person you're going to swap out with? 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4. Okay.
Then a Destin's shift. Destin's gonna wake up. He's gonna wake up Uhtred again. No, I'm joking. Hey, get back on the wall. Fuck him. No, I'm joking. He'll go to Sirius and just kind of like jostle him lightly. Just like hop down here and just jostle him. Just say, "Hey, Sirius.
What do you want?
Yeah, I've spent my 4 hours on the wall. It's your turn now."
All right.
Yep. Thank you. And Destin's
cool.
gonna crawl into the tent.
So, okay.
Did I get any ichor back from that?
You did. What's your max ichor?
9. I
Okay.
have
You,
3 right
you
now.
get 4 back.
4. Okay.
Yep. Cool.
After my shift, I'm gonna switch out with Micah's son. Oh wait,
Oh, wait. Jeez.
God, you
Jeez.
bastard.
Hey,
Okay.
you should switch out with that
Uh,
stupid lady who
s-
thinks we're horrible people for saving them from certain death.
Serious, can you make me a perception check?
Yep, will do. Level.
Oh my
was that,
God.
5?
Oh my god. How did you get that?
Jesus!
Very good eyes this man has.
Yes.
Okay, there was
Yeah.
literally
Gotta get
a
back to
little.
where
The
I needed
only
to,
thing
yeah.
I was gonna notice is that we got a level 5. Okay, so Sirius, you notice on the corner of your ear, somewhere off in the distance, you hear clicking, and it's clicking like you heard before, that the spore monsters were giving orders.
Hmm.
And but
Sirius
that's
is gonna
so you hear that. Go continue.
Sirius is gonna signal the Dipper and say, "I think I hear spore monsters, like the intelligent kind."
Dipper says, "Oh Christ, where?"
Which direction?
You're gonna hear it kind of over this way. I don't know if you can see my, like kind of towards where the bridge is.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I'll point towards the bridge and say, "That bridge over there. Wonder if there's another spore infestation or something that way. Maybe that's where they're coming from. Maybe they're wondering what happened to their main brigade that's over here."
What should we do?
Well, they seem pretty far off, but I don't know if that means it's a good idea to go after them now.
Should we try to
Maybe-
make some noise?
No, maybe we should leave it for now.
Sounds good.
I'll kind of remember that sound, and if I hear it get even like a little bit louder, I'll bring it up again.
Okay, cool.
You got it.
Well, the rest of the night passes without much more effort. You guys are able to swap out with one more set of people. I'm gonna say that because it's early morning at this point, I'm gonna say these two, Emma and Mike, kind of come and they like look and they tap you guys out as they kind of take their watch and say, "We'll wake you if there's a problem."
All right.
And the rest of you are able
one thing
to
I
sleep.
note during my watch,
Okay.
that bridge over there, I heard some clicking like the spore monsters. So make sure you don't hear it get any louder. If we're heading out tomorrow, it's probably going to be a little rough.
I see. As he kind of like nods his head. That's south towards Tentcity. Okay. He kind of like nods his head. My lord. One thing. Me and Emma and Brittany and the kids. We're not much of fighters, you see, and well, without you and your bodyguards, we wouldn't be here. We're wondering if we could maybe accompany you. We don't mean to inconvenience you. We know you have important matters, but may I pertain? He's asking if we can come with you to Tentcity if you're traveling that way. Yes, that exactly. Yes, my lord, as she goes.
Well, it may be hard to protect you, but
Have a wagon.
I wouldn't be a true lord if I didn't help out my people.
Dipper
Thank
says,
you, thank you. As they kind of both bend their heads.
Dipper says, "We're not mercenaries, Sirius."
Oh, only one of us is.
I don't talk on my behalf. I'll do what I fucking want.
Sirius kind of gives a sneerish look to Dipper.
Ask if they
Look at
have a
you.
wagon.
Maybe we should have kept you in the box.
Okay, well, you guys kind of like look, and you promised them you would they could come with you, so they're gonna take their watch, and yeah, it passes today, and you guys kind of wake up, and did anybody want
Wow,
to?
this is a dark day.
I know. Hold on, I'm working on it. As the sun kind of begins to rise up, and they kind of you guys kind of all naturally wake up on your own, and yeah, you can see as
For light as well, Jack.
say that again. Actually,
Do I
no.
get full light
So
as well?
all of you slept fully, and you all ate a lot of food. You guys would fully regain your ichor and your light.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Pinocchio is naturally an early riser, right when the sun, or
I'm gonna.
is there a sun?
Yes.
Yeah, right when that peaks up over the horizon, Pinocchio gets up, and he starts looking at the pieces of runecraft that they found on the scholars. I don't know who handed it because I never transferred it to my
I handed
inventory.
you two. I still have it on my inventory. Do you want me to drop it real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to put that over the
But
loot table.
Funakura hasn't had a chance to actually look at those.
Okay, cool. So you want to
Yeah,
look at them?
Destin still has his. He hasn't given his up yet. It's my treasure.
Can
Okay.
I talk to Sirius before we get rolling?
Sure. So so for Nakira, was there anything in particular you just wanted to look at them?
Yeah, I wanted to look at them, like comprehend everything that they are and do.
Okay. So you're able to look them over. So Jake, if you wouldn't mind pasting those two over on the loot table, and then Fnacker, you can copy those over to your inventory.
Doing that right now. If it would let me do it. There we go. Okay, hold on.
So you're able to kind of discern. You can look at their descriptions, and I would even say that the masked man would be able to kind of, in your head, kind of inform you about their uses and stuff, pretty specifically, as these are pretty common scrolls for runecraft. And he kind of pops into your head and goes, these scrolls here, You've heard of runecrafts, of course. As he kind of like talks just inside of your head.
Yeah. Responds in his head. Yes, I have.
And he kind of like just ponders. It's too bad those scholars died. They could have been useful. He kind of looks up and down. We should only use these if we have to. We should kind of looks at him. I, of course, have a vast compendium of runes in my head, but unfortunately, as he kind of like ponders, only I would be able to carve them. Even if I taught you them, it's not just knowing the symbols, it's deeper than that. As he kind of hums to himself in your head. We should hang on to these. Only use them if absolutely necessary.
How? I haven't had too much training with runecraft back at Chorus. How would I know a rune like you do?
He's gonna go ahead and kind of take physical form, as nobody but you right now can see him, but I just want to make a visual representation. He kind of pops out, he kind of appears, and he goes, well, it is not simply enough with runes to write them down. Runes are simply the in-betweens between our minds and the fabric of reality. To truly understand a rune takes time and study, and some degree of training in the basics. I can teach you. I did not know you had such a fascination for runecrafts. I am something of a chuckles of an expert. I've had a lot of time, you see. They're quite handy. They pale in comparison to the might of Fellcraft, of course, but they do have their utilities. My glaive, for instance, as he kind of like imagines his glaive as it appears in his head, was a runecraft. But
Very interesting.
it's buried with my body, I guess, now. So he kind of like looks
I'd like to
north
apologize.
towards Redwall.
I just like to apologize really quick. I'd like to apologize for all of us for going off task, per se, getting distracted.
Kind of looks at you. Yes, well, he kind of looks around. Now all of these poor fools are our problems. And the fool, as he looks at Sirius, kind of like who's still asleep. Sirius, you could be awake now, but this is kind of you're awake.
I'm like packing my pack. Probably,
Okay, this is just. Actually, no, your minds are all connected. He'd go, and you see, if you wanted to, you could hear this Sirius, but the masked man goes, the fool over there promised that we would take care of them all now and get them to Tentcity. This is only slowing us down more. We should abandon them and continue on our mission. Nothing else matters.
Sirius will just kind of mutter under his breath, "The dead don't have any sympathy for the living."
I'm gonna walk over to Sirius once Funakira finishes conversation.
Well, and by the way, Emma and Micah are off doing things deeper in the fort. They're preparing packs and stuff to.
What about that weird lady?
She's sitting by the fire, kind of just like huddled there, she has like what appears to be a quite big spread of different foods.
Does she have a weapon?
She seems to have a dagger on her hip, but that's it.
Okay. I have an extra dagger. I was going to give it to her.
Mhm.
Serious.
So if you guys were all getting stuff ready, you would hear what the masked man was.
I hear it, but I'm kind of ignoring the masked man. I'm mad
Yeah,
at him.
I already made my snide remark to him.
Nice.
Serious. I got a lead
Yeah.
on last night from Micah. I think Luck was fighting someone at their lookout tower, and Vex
Oh.
passed through here about a month ago. I think it's worth taking a look at it. It's just across the way. Micah showed me where it's at before we head out.
The masked man kind of warps, just appears out of like black smoke over here. I agree.
Also, in those dead scholars, I'm reaching in my backpack. I found a pen, and I figured yours has got to be towards the end of its life.
At this point, Destin crawls out of the camp, the tent, like, nah, shut the fuck up. What the? Why are you
Thanks,
here?
Uhtred.
He kind of looks at you. Silence, mercenary.
Oh, hush. All right,
Oh.
let's see
It's like
here.
no one's taking the masked man seriously. He just like looks around, like kind of like what's going on?
I'm gonna
All
turn
right.
to the masked man
What happened? What
Bingo.
fucked up? What fucked up during the night? Who's dead? What happened?
and go. Micah told me it wasn't very secure, but I'm kind of talking to the masked man and serious at the same time, so this chick doesn't think we're just insane.
Yeah, actually, Destin, you would have seen like as you get up and just talk to like thin air. she was like looking at you, and she just like looking at you guys, and like once in a while you guys will like turn and talk to the masked man and say something, and there's nobody standing there, and she's like there like perplexed. She like leans over and like is just watching you guys like what the fuck?
But he said it wasn't very secure, so
The
I could go-
watchtower?
yeah, he said it got knocked over. I want to check it out before we leave.
Right. Did anything else come up during the night?
Nah, it was a pretty silent night.
The masked man comes up. There was
Well-
clicking off in the distance as he points towards Sirius. He heard it.
I didn't hear that, so I didn't know that. No.
Yeah. Well,
This
I have
is
to
gonna-
tread
well,
carefully.
All
I
right.
can
Might
go
have
check
another
it
fight
out.
on our hands.
I can go check it out if you guys want to keep them going, since apparently we're taking the fort with us now.
That's the issue there. You heard clicking? Serious? You said that? Or
Yeah.
Someone said. Well, if you heard clicking and if we all go over to that watchtower, look it out, and something's watching us right now, and it sees all the strong people leave, I'm reckoning it could get dangerous here.
That's why I'm saying I can just go. If I die, I come back.
Now, if you get, well, I mean, I don't know how the fuck it works.
Well,
but
I'm not sure how Spore will help you in that regard.
let's not take any fucking risk here. Okay, I think we should look into those fucking whispers and clicks you heard before we do nothing else. Because for one, we don't want this shit following us, catching
Okay.
up to us during the night. And two, if it is out there, we gotta kill it so we don't kill nobody else on the road.
Okay, but hear me out. If one person goes, i.e., me, the dude that can come back to life,
Yeah,
I've
well,
been around the Spore a lot.
Yeah,
As you guys
also
are
want-
there, by the way,
a lot.
and talking, you see Emma and Micah coming up with 2 packs on their back each, and the kids seem to have little backpacks on as well. As they kind of look down at this girl, and Micah goes, "Brittany, why aren't you ready to go? We need to leave bright and early." As Brittany goes, "I was eating still," unless she kind of like looks up, and just doesn't like take her eyes off her food. It's very
Here's
important.
kinda-
I've been very hungry, and there's all that work I did. And he kind of just like looks at her, "But you did barely any work." She goes, "I did plenty. I don't need you criticizing me, old man. Without me, we would have made it through the night."
Lass. Destin's normal now.
She
He's gonna
turns
let her
around
say,
and she goes, oh, and it's like you see her like she goes from like this like she's not fear, and she just kind of looks at you like with these big doe eyes, like, "Oh, I'm
Lass.
sorry." She like steps
Yeah.
forward towards you. "Oh, what was your name again? I didn't see you come in last night."
Yeah, I looked different. My name's Destin. I was the guy with the sword. Listen, lass, I know that things are hot, tensions are high right now, and we're all pretty scared. I'm pretty upset. But you need to get ready, because we're not safe here, alright?
Make me a communication check. You get no, just make you a communication check, but you get +1 because she's attracted to you.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's see what I got here. I got a 2.
Yeah, so she
Nice.
kind of just nods her head and goes, "Oh, I can eat more on the road." As she kind of looks at you. "Oh, and what was your name?" As she kind of like extends her hand.
It's Destin, I just said that.
She can just
Destin's
stand with her
gonna
hand
reach out.
extend. You grab her hand.
So I'm gonna shake it. Shake the hand.
She goes like, "Oh," and she's like, "Oh, well, I'll hurry right away, Destin."
Yeah.
She kind of like looks up and down. "I'll do whatever you want." As she kind of like steps backwards. Run off.
You could just do that.
I'm gonna turn to Destin and go, I'm gonna hurry right along, Destin.
I'm gonna put you in the fire.
I'll come back to life and kill you.
I'll put you in the fire again.
I'll keep
kill
coming back
somebody.
to
And
life.
the little girl
Get
with
a
the
lot of
dagger.
fire.
I can kill somebody too. I'm
How's
a warrior.
how's she holding?
No, don't
How's
you.
How's she holding her dagger?
She holds it with like 2 hands like a great sword.
No, but is it held properly though for a little girl?
No.
I'm gonna kneel down and like, you're not gonna kill anyone holding it like that. And I'm gonna like rearrange her hands for her.
Utra, don't show the child how to kill people.
We need everyone to be able to defend themselves.
I'm so
Seriously,
sorry.
just gonna-
Destin's just gonna turn to the smith and his wife and say, "I'm so sorry. Listen, we're trying to figure it. Okay, I'm gonna back away. Uhtred, stop showing the child how to kill people. We gotta talk this out because we don't have a fucking plan."
When I was her age, I defended myself.
The
Back in
little
Crossroads.
girl that's by Emma goes, "Grandma, why are these people so quirky and weird?"
I am normal. Don't be rude.
Now, Susan, you shush now, okay? These are important people. They saved us. I don't know. That cat over there was mean. And she kind of like hugs like her leg.
All right, listen. Okay,
Brittany runs
hold
back
on.
over, and she's like this like gigantic pack, and you can see like there's like food stuffed in it.
What the fuck?
Oh
Okay,
my god.
listen, we're only
She has like
we're only a
that. She's
couple
like
days.
that. She has like two bags, each in each hand. You can see that apparently she's put on some makeup in the meantime, very hastily.
All right, so wait, Jack, we're only a couple days from Tent City, right?
Yes.
We're like 2 days.
Yep, by the main
Okay.
road.
Destin's gonna look over and say, "Well, hold on, Brittany. We're only 2 days out. That's way too much food. You're gonna be slowed down by it. Unpack a little bit of that."
I'm
Oh
gonna
no,
turn
no,
to Micah.
these are the essentials. As she kind of looks at you.
That's a lot of essentials. Okay.
I have a high
I wanna tell-
metabolism.
You do?
Does she realize she's talking to people that look emaciated right now?
Yeah, you guys look fucking starved.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, listen. Group meeting. You two finish up talking to them. What you need. Then group meeting. We gotta figure this out. I'm going over here.
Well, we
Micah,
probably should get on the road. You kind of look like so, but we'll wait outside the fort for you. There's nothing
Don't
else.
wait outside the fort. Stay in the fort.
You kind of look.
It's-
But aren't you coming with us? I thought we were.
Yes.
We are, but we're listen.
We need to scout
There's
ahead.
there's something of interest that we have figured out recently in that watchtower that we want to take a look at before we go anywhere.
Oh.
It won't take us long.
Okay, as he kind of like just sets down his pack.
Yeah, just a couple of us are gonna stay here, and a couple of the others are gonna go and look at what happened just to get a quick view.
The
All right.
masked man is gonna
Well,
vanish
so
for
good.
now.
Aw. I want
It's
him to
also gonna
weigh
give
in
us
his
a good
thoughts.
chance.
I hate that guy.
I can
Yeah,
hear you as you hear in your head.
Well, you're kind of mean, dude. You could be nicer.
You hear nothing.
Oh my god. It's just how he is.
Well, you can improve.
No, this is an improvement. Trust me.
All right, fair. I'll take your word on it.
Does he chime in with that?
Nothing is said.
He tried to kill us.
All right.
Watch what you say. Stop it.
Is Sirius still talking to them?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Do your
Sirius is
thing.
just gonna kind of look to them and say, well, we also need to scout out to make sure that none of the spore monsters are planning anything. They seem smarter than the normal kind. And it's going to be a little clunky if we have everyone going out of the base at once.
They kind of nod their head and they say, "We'll do whatever you want, sir. My lord, I mean." Okay, so with that, what would you guys? Let's go. Who's going out?
Going to the watchtower, and I still ascertain that maybe only 2 people should go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Destin's got once Sirius is talking to them. Destin's gonna look at the other and say, "All right, so obviously we can't all go because something's weird going on with the spore things. We gotta keep watch. So I say that Finocchio, Uhtred, you 2 go because you both can fly, and that's real handy against those things. So you 2 go look it out. Maybe take Dipper, and Sirius and I will stay here."
I think Dipper
Sirius
still
is just
asleep.
gonna kind of
I think Dipper's
step
still
away
asleep.
I think Dipper is still
and
asleep.
think to the masked man and say, "Can you relay messages to people?"
He kind of
Dipper,
One laser
Dipper is
Dipper.
definitely still asleep.
Wake up!
I guess Destin kind of like thwacks you.
I like smack him on the butt. Just wake
Dipper,
up!
Dipper hisses.
Like fuck you.
Stop
Dipper
it!
says,
No.
"What the hell, man?"
Well, you're asleep.
Look.
All our stuff is freaking yet to get proved now. Damn it.
Look,
Yep.
we are wasting time.
Yes.
I can go by myself, or I can bring one other person with me.
Who's going?
Sirius is thinking to the masked man, "Can you relay messages to people?"
He kind of like you hear all collectively in your minds. Not if he, as he kind of all realize that he's talking about Finocchio, he is what I'm talking through all of you to. That's how I connect. Without his Minecraft, as fragile as it is, outside of his sphere of influence, we cannot communicate.
So
How big is his sphere of influence?
Finocchio, how much is your range of your Minecraft?
With Iker or without Iker?
Let's say without Iker, just normal.
Without Iker, I believe it's medium range, and so that'll be maybe the 30 feet.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna double check.
We'll say around 30
hear
feet.
me out. If there's trouble, I can shoot a freaking light beam in the sky. That also works.
I can also scream.
Yeah, he can
Will
scream
alert
pretty loud.
everyone, but that will too. So
Okay. How in that
Sounds like
case?
a plan, then.
How about you 2 head over, check it out, stay safe, don't risk yourselves. The rest of us will stay here, keep watch, and then we'll all head out as soon as you get back.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
So you
All
guys
right, and-
begin to head out, and you guys kind of step out here. You see the dead bodies of last night. Some of them are still smoldering, and you guys don't really see very much as you guys head out into the main road. It is a nice, beautiful morning. You guys step out. I'll let you know if you need to make a perception check.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah. For the meantime, Destin's gonna help the rest of the group repack their stuff, using some mercenary knowledge and how to properly pack things.
Okay, cool. So,
How many hairbrushes do you
keep
need?
on.
Helping out Emma.
so you
Whatever
got
her name is.
what?
Yes, he's going to help her because she's an idiot.
Okay, well, you guys make it over to the collapsed tower, and you can see like part of it like deep under the waves, like the rocks crashing against it, and you guys see this old watchtower that has apparently been kind of caved in and fell over. What would you like to do?
Well, one, Micah did tell me it was unsteady, so I want to use a perception check to see what I can notice off the bat of what looks like I should step around or be safe on.
I'm gonna say this isn't really a perception check. I'm actually gonna say it because it's pretty obvious like. Not that you can't see it. It's midday and all that stuff. It's more of gonna be actually probably a general knowledge check.
That works for me.
And this
Not
is gonna
that I
be
really have good general knowledge.
Just make it. Actually, we'll say this is a level 4 if you're trying to learn about structural.
I'm
stuff.
more of like Should I like? Am I gonna fall through this bridge?
That's the structural nature of it, but you'd have to actually know something about structure. And like
Chris,
how to
since
build.
he's also there
Yeah, you
looking
can
at the bridge, he's
you
gonna
can
make
make
the
it.
check.
Ah, I was so close.
1, 2.
One,
Okay, so yeah,
2,
Fanakro.
3, 4.
Yeah, Fanakro, you given your upbringing and kind of the classes you've taken, especially like as you kind of would have had to learn how to instruct people about, because you're more academically natured, and that's how you were kind of trained and brought up.
Yeah, I can still barely read.
You would know that even though the structures here are damaged and worn, this bridge seems very steady. Though you might worry about the actual tower over there, as you can kind of see that there's not much structure on that one side, and things could maybe cave. Yeah. And also,
It's okay,
yeah. Go ahead.
but the tower itself, it might cave in if we are too rough with it.
I'll make sure to be careful then.
Okay. So yeah, you're
Do
able to
I-
step forward into there, and you cross over, and Fanakra is going to follow behind you. And yeah, would you go step normally through here? Just use your arrow keys, please.
Oh yeah.
So as you kind of turn in the corner here, Uhtred, inside you see the dilapidated, kind of shattered tower inside. You can see kind of in the center here, there's this big kind of concave, not hole, but like a impact mark, and you can see of almost where like a shape was splayed out here. Lying to the side of it, kind of dug in deep, or actually dug inside of the crater itself, you see what appears to be, now just lying on the ground, some kind of maybe like a golden like hilt looking thing.
Can I walk up to it? And I'm being careful and like try to grab it.
Sure. So you were able to walk over, and you kind of are looking up over. Here's the ricketiness. Fanakra, you also notice that there is this chest in the left corner here. But Uhtred, you walk over, and you're able to easily pick up this golden hilt. It looks kind of like it came off of a sword or something. But as you kind of inspect it, you realize what this is, and you recognize this as Luck's sword. Yeah, this is adversary. You've held this before. You've used this before.
Yes, I have used it before.
This is a very familiar weapon to you, actually.
I'm gonna kind of grab it, and I'm gonna like look at Fanakra and go, "This is not good."
Is that Luck Sword?
Yes, that means I know who he was fighting the other night.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah,
We're
Fanakra's
close.
gonna just really awkwardly walk over to the chest.
Okay.
I like it.
Fanakra, you go and open it up, and you find an old like probably a guard's chest on probably the men that were stationed here either in the service of Lord Roseblood or Red Legionaries that would be stationed here. This chest is mainly cleared out. This might be like one of the only ones kind of left here because a lot of soldiers have left. But apparently this crate, whoever owned this one never took it. Maybe something happened. I don't know. But you open it up and you see some common garbs, a private's uniform, and clothes and stuff. But you also, as you're kind of searching around in it, you find a nice necklace. Yeah, so here, I'm going to drop these two things over in the loot table. So you find Fanakro. It's called an Arsenal Charm. It is a runecraft item, and I will go ahead and post this over in the loot table. So Fanakro, you can take this.
We're finally getting the items we made. Woo!
Yeah. And then, let me go over here to the main game. We go to the loot table. And then Jake, I will post adversary
yeah.
here as well. You would notice, Jake, as you kind of pick up adversary, that it is damaged. It looks like it's missing. It has like a cracked hilt. So I will place this over here. Bam. Boom.
Wow, we stole his riz. We stole his shit. Woo!
Yeah, dude. I'm getting back to it, my friend. The thieving.
Ha! Don't no, it's not theft because luck is luck. So don't worry, you're doing a good thing.
That is true.
Have you both looted your items?
Yes.
Have you looted your item, Funakro? Funakro? What?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna remove those from the loot table. If you want to look at the effect of these items, they should be on the item compendium list. Now, if they're not, I will bring them over there at the end of this thing. Actually, I'll leave these on the loot table. So if you have access to the Fallen character sheet, you can look at the loot table and you can get to them through that. I'll leave those there for right now, just if people want to look at them. But yeah, adversary is a radiance conduit, and you guys can go ahead and just look at those and read. But yeah, the arsenal charm is a pretty common thing for soldiers and that trek. It's a pretty common thing. Okay, cool. So yeah, but it's a runecraft. Cool. And I think while you have that, Funakra, you get a +1 to your lift rolls, I believe.
Oh yeah, maybe I can use my man catchers that I never have.
How long have you had that?
Couple months, almost a year.
Hell yeah. I'm
All
gonna
right.
turn to Finacrio and go. We should probably get going back. Get on the road.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably. And he's gonna carefully close the chest. Could Lux have died? I thought he could summon that at will.
It looks damaged. So I wonder if it's missing. It's missing the gem in the hilt. I don't really know too much about how this all works, but maybe that has something to do with it. But that means we're getting close. They were only here less than a month ago. So we better pick up the pace, drop these people off at Tentcity, and keep going.
Yeah, of course. He's gonna.
All right.
Yeah, I'm following the path that I walked in because I know that's safe.
Cool. Yeah, you guys are. I'm just gonna teleport you back over to the hole in Sarah.
Okay, that works. Teleport me.
Hold on, I can multi-drag you guys now.
Onakrio, did you know that because I have this, I can now teleport people?
So I can grab
No,
multiple people.
No, I did not, Fnac. No, I did not, Uhtred.
No, I did not, Onakrio.
Wow, Funakra, you're so big and strong. Okay, cool. So you guys are able to get back over there?
I have adversary on my hilt right now because I didn't put it in my bag.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you guys are easily able to get over, and yeah. So let's get you guys on the road. So you guys are able to pack up your stuff and get going, and yeah, you guys are able to get on the road and start heading south towards Tentcity. And
Yes.
As you guys kind of make your way over here. Actually,
Teleport us all.
Here, I'm gonna. No, for now we're actually gonna go towards Theater of the Mind. I'm trying to move you guys over there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Grab everybody over here. And I will change back to the muddy roads so you guys can listen to that.
Nice.
Okay, 1 second. Let me drag everybody over here. Bam. Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys get on the road. You guys start heading south. And as you guys kind of, it takes you about probably I'll say about 2 days to get there. Let me just change the music here.
Is anything
Would like
wild
to,
happening?
I would like to talk to Dipper
That's fine.
while we're traveling.
Cool.
Soon after we start traveling, Fanaka is going to kind of pull Dipper to the side. Hey, Dipper. Yeah, we said a lot of hurtful things back there. I didn't mean to hurt you, but what you said to me, you called me an insect, which at least in the circumstance you said it, that just really hurt. And I just wanted to put that out there. I wanted to tell you how I felt, because I don't want to hold on to it and then like drop you off of a cliff. That's a joke.
I think you're muted, Anakin.
Dipper gives me the silent treatment. He just doesn't.
Dipper says
Sorry, I
nothing.
keep forgetting.
What'd you say?
Did you hear what it said? Or
No.
oh,
Dang it, Anakin.
well,
Pay attention.
during that, really, in a quick recap, you really hurt me when you called me an insect, which, I mean, at least in that situation, was meant to hurt me, and it did hurt me, and I don't want to harbor that resentment, and I'm sorry that I made you uncomfortable, but you made me feel really uncomfortable.
Dipper says, "Oh, well, I'm sorry, Finocchio. I'm glad you told me how you felt."
Thanks.
Was that one of those hate crimes that you guys were talking about earlier?
That's it. That's it. We
So
should-
yeah, they kind of like there's some group healing, some group unity going on. Anyways, you guys head south. I'm gonna kind of skip past the next 2 days. As you guys get closer and closer to Tentcity, the stream of people that you see kind of increases. You guys begin to kind of pass people on the road, and if you wanted to stop anybody and ask anything, you could, but you see more and more travelers on the road. You guys don't really see anything else relating to the clicking going on. You're not 100% sure. Nobody went out there and checked that night what that was. But yeah, you guys.
I think while we're traveling, I am going to talk to Sirius, though.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of like pull
Actually,
Sirius
this is very
towards-
important. Actually, this is very important. Hey, Sirius, are you concealing your identity? Are you just openly walking around?
I'll conceal.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of pull him as we're kind of traveling, and like, you got Micah up front. You got, I can't remember her name, but she annoys
Emma.
me. But she's
Micah, you rat!
Emma's like trying to get Destin's attention, and he's just like, yeah,
You leave me alone. I'm very
leave
uncomfortable.
me alone. This is weird.
The annoying girl, her name is Brittany.
Brittany's kind of like grabbing his arm. Or,
Yeah,
like,
she
talking,
keeps
and
trying
then
to steady
playing.
herself on you, Destin.
And
That shit just bears it.
She asked if you would
It's
carry him or carry her.
they're just kind of bringing up the
I'll
rear.
carry your pack. That's all. You can
Kinda-
walk.
Bringing up the rear, and then like motions for Sirius to come over.
All right.
And he's gonna like kind of grab adversary and go, Luck was here fighting someone. And he dropped adversary as I kind of pull it out. At this point, I'm like, it's probably very noticeable to people what this is, so I'm gonna stuff it in the pack and not just keep it out.
Mhm. Well, I'm gonna say
But,
you guys are on a
Serious-
clear stretch of road right now, and you guys are behind everybody. Have you tried to use it at all, Jake?
I would say that I would try to use it while like at night or something,
Okay.
away from people.
So this is a radiance conduit. So this runs off of light. You're able to use your so you can use this as a trick. And you notice that like this blade, when you held it last time, you didn't have to channel any light. You don't know why that why it's different. It might be related to it being damaged. It might be related to it not having a gem in it now. Not sure why, but this doesn't work without you channeling light into it now.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you go ahead and you're able to channel light into it, and you can make a blade appear. So basically, the way this works is that you can use this on any single ratings thing. You can use this. You can use this to augment it. So your radiance rolls, instead of them operating as long as you're using this, not necessarily the ones that aren't in like, so if you're doing non-combat stuff, you just like, maybe it's like a utility thing, then it would just be a straight up radiance roll. And all this does is modify. So all it does really, literally, is it modifies the base dice. So the way that a normal weapon would modify, you get like the D8s and stuff, and you get better things. That's all it does. So literally, it just, I believe it's fine. So I believe
it is.
I think that means that you get 2 D8s now. So 2 of your dice become D8s.
Ooh.
For what's it called, rolls. So yeah.
So I am gonna like pull it out and show it to him. Like when I talked to Micah, he said he saw 2 people flying. I think he was fighting the person who has the Spear of Destiny. It means we're getting close.
You think the person with the Spear of Destiny is also after Vex, perhaps? Kind of weird for that to be this far south.
Well, I don't know exactly what the cult is doing, but I know Vex was heading this way. They may not be after Vex directly. They might be. But the cult is down here. They might even be in Tentcity.
Sounds like we'll have to be a lot more careful then.
Definitely. But I just kind of wanted to show it to you. And, like, we need to start focusing on what we're going to do when we do find Vex and the cult.
Agreed.
And you only share this information with Sirius?
Yeah, right now, because everyone else is busy. And then also, as the kids get tired, I'm going to carry the kids on my back.
Okay,
Give them
sounds good.
piggyback rides.
Cool. So you guys are able to travel, and you guys make camp twice to get towards Tentcity. And so as you guys get closer and closer, you see more and more people traveling down the road, and it's quite jarring at first, really. Truly, you guys have not had that much human contact or real people contact for an entire winter beyond each other, and it does bring a certain joy to you guys just to be able to just see that there are other people alive out there. But yeah, you guys pass, and pretty soon you guys are walking down like roads, and you're passing many travelers every hour. You do notice that in particular there seems to be a large amount of people heading out, coming away from Tentcity. And you guys kind of continue, and
I guess I would stop the people heading away and ask at one point, why are you guys leaving the city? Or
let's
something
say
along that end.
Make me a destiny roll. Just roll me a d20.
Okay. Please be good. Not the worst.
Okay, so
That's above average.
you stop a what appears to be a kind of a traveling what appears to be kind of a traveling minstrel. So he's got kind of like a little performance act, and he's got like a wagon and just like a single a mule pulling it.
Is he singing while I stop him?
Yeah, so he's kind of like humming to himself, and
This guy recognize the tune.
You would recognize this as a song you've heard maybe a couple times before, a lot when you were a cadet. It is the ballad of Flint Reddington.
The Laughing Storm.
The Laughing Storm, yes.
While he's kind of like humming it and we pass to strike up conversation, can I like pick up where the lyrics are?
And he kind of like looks at it and he goes, "Ah, a man of fine taste."
Yes, yes.
He kind of like slows his mule.
We used to have to sing it every morning and every night when we woke up and when we went to bed.
He kind of looks at you. Cadet, what are you? He kind of looks around. You traveling
I'm a
south?
private.
Private. Private. As he kind of like notices your uniform, he kind of like looks you up and down. Isn't the war that way? As he kind of like looks down the road towards he's going.
It is, but I've been tasked as a messenger to head south. Yes, I know it is a lie.
You make me a deception check level 1.
We need to get you out of those clothes. My God.
Damn, Jake, getting so close. And he kind of like looks at you and he goes, well, good luck on your mission. As he kind of looks around at all of you. He kind of like, he doesn't notice Sirius, because I'm assuming you've kind of covered yourself up. He kind of looks at you all and he goes, well, it was nice talking to you. As he kind of like looks to his mule to begin it up again.
Why are you leaving the city?
Oh, as he kind of looks around. Well, it's been rather dreary in Tentcity recently, as he kind of like kind of peruses his chin, and you guys kind of feel it's kind of like he kind of like ponders as like a gust of like the last kind of like cold gust of winter blows through gently for a second before kind of fading, as everything around you is starting to warm up, and he goes, well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, as he looks around, the lords of Tentcity aren't quite what they used to be, as he kind of like nods back towards it. They well, everything changed since they returned from the festival of sacrifice. The entire city is practically how do you put it, under lock and key. There's a certain paranoia around. Double watch guards on every street. No one is allowed into Castle Pitch Tent anymore. I am but a humble bard, a simple man, and simply wanting to bring joy to nobles and he kind of like gestures and all that stuff. Look, to be frank with you, kid, you're better off going that way. As he points that way. I don't know what your mission is, but there are problems in Tentcity. Something's got the Lord and the Lady all jostled up, and nobody's seen them in months.
Interesting. Well,
Sirius is just gonna kind of nudge Uhtred a little bit and just kind of whisper to him.
What do you
Ask
say?
him about the young lord, the prodigy, I suppose.
What about the Lord and the Lady's son?
And so Brittany, who's standing right there, is gonna go, you mean Sirius? He's right there. As she points at Sirius. She looks confused.
That's just gonna rub his eyes.
All right, I'm gonna look at the bar and go.
And the minstrel's gonna look over towards Sirius and go, who? That's Sirius Roseblood. She points at Sirius. He's the Lord.
I'm gonna
and everybody, including Emma and Micah, who like they understood that maybe like as you covered yourself, and maybe you should like you want to keep it a secret, and it's dangerous to tell yourself you're a noble walking on the road. Brittany just kind of like doesn't seem to understand that. So that's Sirius Roseblood.
Jesse kind of like puts his hand in front of her mouth.
I'm gonna look at the bard and go, I'm sorry for that. She's
idiot.
She came from she's seen a lot, and well, I'm afraid to say apparently they were living off mushrooms for a long time. And,
make me a level 4 communication check.
Can I attempt to help?
No, he's already said it. You didn't add anything.
And can I assist with criminal? My vocation criminal.
Why would that? Oh, is it? Yeah, I mean, like you have had to lie and get yourself out of sticky situations before. So I'd say yes.
All the time.
Yep.
Okay. So this is my base roll. Ooh.
2.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
2.
Possible.
If I pull this off, ladies and gentlemen,
that would be insane.
Uhtred the criminal.
1, 2. Oh,
you got 3. You need one more.
If you had
I'll
preempted,
spend a destiny point.
Okay.
Ayo.
So
Actually,
You.
technically, since it's an assist, he's subtracting 3, so doesn't he lose a victory?
Well, then never mind. Then I'm not
Wait,
gonna.
hold on. No.
end it then. Thanks,
It's 1,
Sammy.
2. No, I didn't see. Oh, wait. That's no. I'm stupid. I was not looking there for a second. Yep, it is true. It's a 2. So you'll have a 2. You need to spend
Then I'm
2.
not gonna spend the destiny point because I don't have 2. So then I just flat out lie.
You're welcome.
All this
You're welcome.
nonsense.
So
Thank
this
you,
guy,
Sammy.
This guy, no.
Anything for you.
No. I honestly should have caught that. I wasn't looking for a second. I was kind of. I'm standing up and walking around my room and like just like thinking and like.
Sammy, I will kill you with Flint's sword.
No. I would have noticed it. But Jake, that's fine. It's fine. So he kind of looks at you guys and realizes that this is obviously a farce, and he kind of like looks on all seriousness at Sirius and goes, "I'm Lord Roseblood," as he like is gonna mount off his wagon and like kneel on one knee, and other people that are passing by are gonna like stop and look, and when they hear Lord Roseblood, they're gonna look around and go, and just like one of the they're gonna like just start staring. So there's like 4 or 5 other people that have like stopped and are looking at you, and you see
Is
more
there
and more
anything I
travelers
can do
approaching.
to distract them?
Yeah, I don't know.
Serious.
Gotta wipe their
Oh, you gotta
minds.
tell me.
I'm gonna pull out adversary and light it up and tell everyone to get back.
Threatening.
Really?
I'm just gonna tell everyone to leave us alone.
Are you serious?
Can I stop this from happening?
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight it if you try to
I
stop
know.
me from doing that.
Sirius is gonna hold his hand to his blade to like stop him from unsheathing it.
You can just put your hand on me and I'll stop.
Yeah, I'll just stop him.
And so this
And Sirius is just gonna kind of look to him and say, "Stand up."
and this minstrel is kind of like, he's obviously bowed 1,000 times. He has like one hand on his heart, the other one like extended out to his side, and he like gracefully stands up and goes, "I meant nothing to offend you, my lord. It was simply a joke. Your family is as strong as ever, and Tentcity is a wonderful city. I don't know what came over me. It was a bad joke, my lord." As you see, he's trying to keep a straight face, but he looks like scared.
Sirius just kind of sighs and he says, "Stop making a scene. I'll forgive you."
He kind of like, "Yes, of course, my lord." As
Sirius just kind of walks up to him really closely since like his hood's still up and everything, and probably everyone has it figured out. He's gonna say, "As long as you play along and make it seem like I'm somebody else, I'll forgive you."
he
You're a
kind of like
thick
winks
woman,
at you. "You thief!" As he's like gonna go, "You thief! How dare you! I will never do business with you again. You're a rapscallion criminal." As he like begins to like back up. "Why, I don't do business with this lowly merchant scum." As he kind of like sits up on his like wagon and kind of like he's just gonna go, "Truly,
Sirius just kind of looks
a
back to the
villain."
party and says, "Well, it looks like we better run."
All the traveling
Kinda
people that were
starts
sitting
running
around,
off the road.
the people that were like looking at you were like kind of like all side, just keep walking and like they don't care. And this traveling minstrel kind of hops back on and goes, "Well, I should be on my way then." As he kind of begins to like whack his mule as he kind of begins trotting off down the road.
I'm gonna give him a nod and then I'm gonna turn to Brittany. And she sees a look of pure disdain.
Brittany's that little like siren finned ears kind of like retreat back in her head as she realizes that everyone's furious with her. She's still got Dustin. She tried to say something, but Dustin still has his hand.
I'm gonna look at Dustin and I'm gonna go, she's probably enjoying that.
Shut up. So wait, I didn't hear you, Jake. What was happening?
I said,
No, she's
I'm gonna look at
muffled. She
Destin.
can't hear. She can't say anything.
I
'cause you
know.
have your hand
I'm
over
gonna-
her mouth.
I'm gonna look at Destin and go, you know Brittany's probably enjoying that. And I'm just gonna walk past.
Please shut up. He's gonna take his hand off of her mouth and just look and just take her by the shoulder and just look at her and say, "Brittany, listen. That was a
I
mistake.
love you too, Dustin.
You understand
as
that,
she looks
right?
deeply into your eyes. I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Don't know. Hey, none of that. Serious. Be serious.
I am serious.
That was bad.
What? She kind of like is just enamored with you, and she's obviously not paying attention. She's looking deep into your eyes as you're holding her tightly, and
What
her
is
mind is like
wrong
a
with
romantic
you?
scene.
What is wrong with? Okay, look. Okay. All right. I don't know.
help Destin.
Please.
Micah is just gonna walk up behind Emma, or not Emma, Brittany, and he's gonna pull out like a little like cudgel he has and just thump her on the head and knock her out.
Thank you. I'm gonna look at
It
Micah.
just goes limp in your hands, Destin.
Thank
And
you,
hold her that
Micah.
size, and he goes.
I
"No,
don't think you
bitch."
need to hit her. I have to carry her now.
He kind of shrugs. He gestures to like hold your backpack.
Destin hands him his backpack and then picks up Brittany, starts carrying her.
Well,
Honestly,
Destin?
at this point, he kind of looks at you and he goes, "Honestly, I would not be opposed to leaving her on the side of the road over there. Nothing.
We're
happen.
not leaving.
Dad, you're just gonna go, really?
Don't listen. She's an idiot, but she, well, once we get to Tentcity, then she can take care of herself. But we're not leaving her on the side of the road. She'll die. She's stupid.
Susan,
I'm
who
gonna
is-
look at Micah and go, I can barely read, and she's the dumbest person I've met in my life.
She's
I
very
agree.
stupid. We're not leaving her on the side of the road.
goes-
She will die.
Emma goes, she was a horrible waitress. She's just and a true
The
coward, a
waitress?
craven.
Yeah.
She worked at my bar,
What?
Oh, see,
or my tavern rather.
I'm gonna kind of look at her and go, oh, so you're a respectable tavern. When you said she worked there, I figured you were kind of the unrespectable kind.
What?
No, how?
You mean a
That's
My
really
brothel?
word! She kind of the Driftwood Inn was a fine establishment, and we had plenty of satisfied customers. I'll have you know.
Can we get back on the fucking road?
As you guys have this big
Serious
scene
is
in the middle of the
kinda-
road.
We're okay.
We're
Yes,
walking.
all right. We're leaving.
We're
We're
walking
leaving.
I'm gonna turn
the
this
masked
serious.
man is just gonna appear and like I'm assuming Dipper and Fanaka are just standing there watching this, and the masked man just gonna go. He's gonna like appear and just look at you two and just like sigh and look forward and go typical. And then he's gonna disappear.
I'm gonna look at Sirius and go, so do you think your father will let us into the gates?
I have my suspicions. We should probably keep a low profile until I get a better idea of what's going on. Because it is kind of weird that my father got here before us.
Is this is this a private conversation between you guys?
Yeah, so
yeah.
we're moving
Okay.
along.
So actually, as you guys are kind of traveling down the road, at a certain point here, Micah and Emma are going to stop you guys, and Micah's going to say, "You know, we were talking, and after that little incident there, we don't want to impede on your discreet entrance into Tentcity, Lord Roseblood." He's going to mumbles under his breath. "We're safe here, and we're on a well-traveled road. I don't think there'd be any problem with us parting ways, and we appreciate all the help, but we he kind of like looks you guys up and down. We're a little too small folk for what's going on here."
That's perfectly understandable.
I want to kind of like nod and like shake Micah's hand and then like say goodbye to the little kids.
Emma's
Oh,
gonna
before you go, this Brittany
yes.
fellow's caught my interest. She seems very seems to harbor something against me. Do you happen to know anything more about her?
Oh, not really, sir. She's just a bit of a bitch.
Hmm.
A bit.
Well, okay. What are we doing with her? Because like Destin's still carrying her. He's like, what are we doing with her?
She
then?
showed up last winter and said she worked real hard and just ate most. Well, and Emma goes, she just ate most of our food, barely worked.
She showed up last winter.
We will
Who
not.
has the heart?
We will not be continuing to employ her.
Well, that's fair.
Who has the heart, by the way?
Fanaka has the heart.
Fanakria, or Sirius just kind of looks to Fanakria and he says, "Didn't you have something that you said spoke about something? I didn't really understand it all."
I believe it does its best to discover information about people. It also detects any runecraft. Does its best to.
Oh, I should have said,
Well, that-
Fnaka, when you came close inside of the tower there, your heart would have begun to beat.
Boom,
Sorry,
boom, like
my
that.
bad. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. Also,
Well,
when you look
are we
deeply
about
into
to-
Uhtred, when you look deeply into Uhtred's eyes, you all see heartbeats.
Ew.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
gross.
Well,
So
why don't we have one more night of enjoying our company, and then we can part ways.
That sounds like a fine idea. As he kind of like nods his
Phase,
head.
I've been training that little girl how to fight.
Sure.
Nice. I'm trying to radicalize a new group of children.
No, the one girl who was afraid of Dipper, Susan, she seems kind of more shy, but this other girl who we will call Lisa, she seems very adamant about being able to defend herself. And about able to defend and hopefully one day return and kill the monsters so that she can go save Sprinkles. So she seems pretty intent on learning, and you were able to train her in the ways of the blade.
Yes, just like I learned when I was young.
Exactly.
Can I give her razor blades? No, I'm just kidding.
You basically recreate your first lesson with Flint, I'll say.
Okay, there we go.
Hell yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
There we go. Are we going to try the heart on Brittany, bitch?
Yep.
You can do
So,
what you fucking want. I don't care. Destin's just gonna like set her on the ground.
Party,
Too many people
I'll
talking.
kind of pull everyone aside, and I'll kind of whisper. My whole intention of keeping them around one more night is to figure out a little bit more about Brittany specifically,
Seems weird.
using the heart, hopefully.
I'm also going to like lean in and go, well, if she's a problem, I still have the cult dagger.
We're not.
Plant it on her.
What? Why would? Okay, listen. I admit she's okay. Listen. What is wrong with you people?
I'm sorry.
The
Old
master
habits die
appears-
hard.
The master appears,
Well,
I
then
agree.
fucking
We should
kill
frame
him.
her.
Listen.
Well, she should not be allowed to breed. Her intelligence hurts our entire species. It's the start phase.
I'm going to look at the masked man. Man, he must have really hated me a couple years ago.
Yeah, can you put the masked man in the chair beside me?
No,
Do it.
no,
He's
more-
a gamer.
No,
He's a gamer. He's a gamer
Fine.
just like us.
Can he stand on the table?
but I'm the masked man.
No, you're the narrator. You're the guy in the big old stupid robe.
Anyway, I don't really know how the heart works.
He needs to stand on the table, and then whenever we go off hinge against his will, he should jump into one of the flaming cauldrons on the side.
Yeah.
So, we always have the option to frame her.
We're not. Why would we frame her?
Her intelligence
know.
is below average, and she's
She's
constantly a
stupid.
threat. She's a threat to the Operation Destin.
She's stupid. It
You
doesn't
almost
mean we
sounded
kill her.
serious.
Okay, listen. If we killed every stupid person on this planet, we'd all be dead. Every single last fucking one of us. All right?
Not me. I am intelligent.
I'm gonna
I
look at
hate
Destin
you
and
so
go.
much.
I'm gonna look at Destin and go. I've tried
Shut
to
up,
die,
mercenary.
but I keep coming. But
Shut
I
up,
keep
you.
coming. I'm gonna
Bitch
turn to
ass,
Destin.
nobody ass.
I'm gonna
You
turn
feel
to
your
Destin
heart
and go.
clench in your chest, Dustin, as you collapse on the ground.
Ah, fuck you.
I'm gonna turn to Destin and go. I've tried to die, but I keep coming back to
He
life.
gave me a heart attack. 1 second.
You asked for it.
Destin gets like his feet slowly. Ow.
Okay.
Okay, listen. She's stupid, but we don't know what's up with her. She's acting really weird. Maybe she's just dumb.
Or
Totally possible.
maybe she is a cult member.
Or maybe
I
she's
think-
just dumb.
Look, I think we have something that might help us out for information. So I
Exactly.
think
How about we try that?
We play the safe option,
Okay.
figure stuff out,
We-
and then cut the
We go with
ties
Plan A right now.
either way.
But if Plan A fails, we go with Plan B, which is frame her.
No, we're just gonna
Agreed.
take her.
I agree with this plan.
Dipper, what do you think?
Group vote. Is Masked Man like, we should vote on this?
We're not
Dipper.
voting on framing her. We're not framing her.
If Plan A
well,
fails-
this is a
Vote.
democracy, Dustin. As the Masked
You
Man
don't
is, like,
get to vote. You're just in
terribly-
our heads.
Oh,
I
okay,
trained
fine. But I want to get rid of this
Okay.
dagger, and I can't just leave it in the middle of the woods.
Then throw it in the
Oh.
ocean.
But it's pretty. No, I'm just
Okay. I'm gonna the mask
okay.
man.
Let's get on track. Let's
Yeah,
get on
let's
track.
All right.
Yeah.
So are we using the? So we're using the heart on Brittany. We're trying to figure out
Yep.
what's wrong with her. Who the
At
hell she
night,
is.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are as you're walking and you're still walking with the group as you guys are all entering the outskirts of Tentcity. As you see off in the distance, this as you kind of come down over this hill, or actually come up this hill and you see Tentcity sprawled out ahead of you. So Tentcity, it's not nearly as big or grand as Redwall. It's a more modest city. It was kind of grown out of the slums of the Siren refugees that were displaced here after the war between Serana Reddington and the Witch Queen Alana.
I'll feel at home here.
Yeah, there are parts of it that are very slum-like. The castle, if you want to call it that, is it was an old castle of old design. So it's not necessarily anything special, but certain parts of it have been retrofitted with various like tents and temporary solutions. As it's unfortunately the Roseblood family name has seen better days, but there isn't the same grandeur as Redwall. And as you guys kind of enter in, you see tons of temporary tents set up, buildings being used. It's more slum-like on the outskirts. And as you guys kind of enter, I'm assuming from the northern part, you guys are going to pass through. You're going to get to like the gates of the city that they're not as well guarded. If you guys wanted to, you could probably find a way to slip in. But
Let's find out what Brittany's like first.
Okay, so as you guys are kind of there, I'm assuming you guys are gonna like kind of slow down. And for Nakro, do you want to pull out your heart and use it on Brittany?
No.
Okay.
Okay, then I guess we're going with option B. We frame her.
No, we're not framing her. Finocchio, use the damn heart.
Okay. And he pulls out the heart.
Okay.
So hard.
Go ahead and roll me d20. And so you're holding it towards her.
Yes. And I get a whopping 1.
Ah! All right.
So the heart goes. This one of all the others that existed is by far
It's dumb.
the dumbest bitch.
Okay. Well,
Okay, she's really stupid. Is that what you wanted?
Okay,
yeah.
listen.
That literally
Destin,
all it said.
The
Okay.
masked man
that's all it
appears.
said.
The
You
heart
guys-
it can cuss.
Thank you, guys.
Oh my.
Listen, we have to make sure she goes away and doesn't cause us damage. There's
I
some
can
weird
try
shit.
to wipe her brain.
Oh no,
It's
we
not
can't.
good.
We cannot risk your
We should
fellcraft.
kill her.
Or your
We're not
Minecraft.
killing her.
We should frame her and let the guard kill her.
We're not framing
That's
her.
even better.
Okay.
She's a risk. The master looks.
Yes.
She's a risk, and if she is able to live, she's a blabbermouth, Destin.
Listen.
She'll
only
let others
issue
know
that-
that Sirius is here. She'll compromise the
only
entire
issue-
mission.
We can figure out a way to make sure she doesn't say anything about Sirius without killing and or framing her.
you wanna cut her
Why don't we?
tongue out?
Why don't we? And he got
We're
a
not
point.
doing that.
There's a caravan passing by. Why don't we just throw her in the back of that caravan?
Okay. I like that plan.
So, all right. That seems a bit. Look, how about we try to talk to her first?
Okay.
Okay.
Destin, we will do
This is
your
a bad
way.
idea.
But if
It's
not,
a terrible idea. I know,
we
but I
not-
don't want to kill an innocent person. Sue
I
me.
wasn't saying we could kill her.
You're talking
you
about
know
framing
what?
her so the guards
That-
kill her.
That's the.
That's murder by
Sirius just
omission.
kinda thinks for a moment. And he just kind of looks to Destin. And he says, "Well, I mean, we do have one person that could probably get through to her."
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to say. I'm going to talk to her.
You should tell her that you'll kiss her if she shuts up.
Don't put me in this situation.
It was just kind of finding this situation a little funny. So he's like, yeah, and
The
I
masked
mean,
man
you
is
could
completely serious about killing.
I know. I didn't want to kill her, but I definitely am halfway serious about framing her.
We're not framing her. She'll get executed. We're not doing that.
Well, she'll come in for interrogation and then bring me up.
Oh yeah, so when she brings up, yeah, I was traveling on the road with Sirius Roseblood and a mercenary named Destin.
And
That's
and
not
Micah
real
is
believable.
standing there like they're waiting ahead for you guys. Are you guys coming?
Yes, we're coming.
Work through things. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Listen, all of you, I'm gonna need some help with this. I'm gonna need some help with. You're gonna need to prime me with words and stuff because I'm not good with talking. All right, I'm good with a sword, and
Well,
that's about
she's
it.
not that good either, I guess.
Why don't you just threaten her?
I'm not gonna threaten her. That won't work. Listen, I may be not great at this stuff, but I have an in. I know when I know, and I have an in. I'm gonna
Got
play
the
that.
masculine wiles.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean,
I'm
we could
going-
always just have her tag along, I guess.
That's
add her to the
that's an
group.
even worse idea.
Okay, then framing her.
Okay,
if this
listen.
doesn't work,
Okay, we're not
We
framing
can
her, and
enslave
we're
her.
not killing her.
The masked man
No,
appears.
those.
I know that we have not. We could technically enslave her. I fought
I'm not
a war.
enslaving her.
I fought a war back in the day to end slavery. But
Aren't we? We're trying to do the right thing here. At least I am. You
Let me
people are
ask-
fucking
I am
insane.
doing the right
Hey.
thing. Destin, you're not taking the mission seriously enough.
I'm trying
She's
not to
a
murder
threat.
an innocent person.
She's not innocent.
She's her only crime is being stupid.
That is still a crime. Her kind are a detriment on
What
society.
law? What law? Quote me right fucking now. What law?
Well, aren't
Shut
you,
up.
aren't you smart all of a sudden?
Yeah, I know basic legality, bitch.
I'm gonna look to the masked man, and I'm gonna say, how fragile is Pinoccio's Minecraft?
Compared to her mind, he looks around. I really believe this would be pretty easy to do.
Pinocchio, do you feel comfortable
She-
trying to wipe her mind?
Isn't she like a mother to 2 children?
No, not at all. Those 2 children are orphans.
No, we're not
Oh.
talking about like the grandma or whatever who ran the inn. We're talking about the
I
I
thought
thought
Brittany,
the-
bitch.
Annoying. I thought that a
Yeah.
dumb girl was the mom.
Brittany the bitch.
No, I don't think so.
All right,
Teen
All right.
pregnancy is a real thing.
all right. Finocchio, masked man. What the hell? I don't care. Masked boy. Listen,
Basically, his name's Kilroy. But
if you
continue.
two are both reasonably assured that you could pull this off without killing her or breaking her brain or something,
no,
then you can try it. Just no. Listen, Finocchio, you're gonna make her forget that serious is serious. That's it.
yeah.
Micah's
Nothing
gonna
else.
walk over at this point and go, "Are we going?" Or,
Micah, listen, Micah, I'm sorry about this. This is really fucking complicated situation because she's stupid, but we're trying to fix it. All right, we're
Oh,
trying
are
our
you trying-
best.
I'm
Who,
gonna
her?
whisper to Finocchio. Yeah.
This is
Brittany.
all about her.
Yeah, it is. It
No,
unfortunately is.
yeah.
We're trying to fix it, Micah, and we are in the end phase of discussion. We got a plan. We're just gonna do some stuff, and it'll be hopefully fine. All right.
I had a plan too, but
Your plan sucks dick.
no, it doesn't.
It sucks
You know
a
what?
lot of dick.
Honestly, as Micah just said, like, I don't care. I've been I've been through enough in the past days. I'm actually past this. As he's gonna just back
I
up.
know.
We're gonna walk down the
I'm gonna
road.
look.
The kids are hungry. We're gonna keep going forward. We're very appreciative of all this. I don't know. We won't say anything to anybody. Lord
Thank you.
Roseblood will keep our mouth shut. I really
We will.
do not care what happens here. It has been a pleasure
not gonna
meeting
kill-
you all.
We're not killing her. Just be assured that we're trying to do our best
You
here.
go, you're totally not going to kill her. As he like
We're
winks.
not.
He winks.
Okay, What is wrong with you people? Why is everyone just okay with murdering a person?
In the hypothetical instance that she did.
Hypothetically, I suggest you fucking leave because this is really getting on my nerves.
Look, Mr. Schaefer, this young lady did not lift a finger while we defended our lives. I could.
But you mean she's directly responsible for some of the people that went missing, correct?
What? No.
I do not care about cravens who will not stand up for their own people. And that's
all right.
And he you couldn't see this bitter look over his face as he is obviously he's holding a lot of resentment.
We are all well agreed that she is a terrible person. However, she has not directly killed or harmed anybody.
As Brittany wakes up on your back.
Okay.
Ooh,
So
my
anyway,
head.
about that plan that we had
Micah's
going
just gonna
forward.
back up and just walk away.
Yeah, Micah, he's just gonna shoo Micah away. And
I'm
he's
gonna
look
shake Micah's hand and tell him to keep the kids safe.
If you need anything, there's actually a sister in called Driftmark. Stop by. I think Emma knows the owner, and we're gonna stay there. But
We'll
Driftmark.
definitely stop by.
Thank you, Micah.
Thank you, guys. As he kind of nods his
All
head. Come on, kids. As he kind of walks back over, and they begin walking down further on the road. So you guys are on the side of the road, kind of towards. You're not at the gate yet, but you're getting there. Do you want to walk off to the side?
And can we say, is there can I look for an empty tent? Maybe someone
Well, you
left
have to go
it,
inside if you want to be in the slums. There probably are some merchants and stuff that are set up around the. Actually, no. I would say they're not. And you actually would see as you guys are kind of how close do you guys want to be? I'm assuming right now that you guys are far enough back to where there aren't any patrols. But you guys notice there's patrols and lots of guards and stuff around the gates and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna slink off into the side of the road.
Nearby tree.
Yeah.
She could act like she got
Yeah, you guys
I
can.
don't know,
You guys can step off.
dehydrated or something, and we're helping her out.
Yeah, you guys can step off to the side there and kind of you're blocked. I'm gonna assume you guys are gonna step off into a little grove on the side of the road, and you guys can do what you need to do.
All right. So Destin, as they step
she knocked
off,
out again.
She's awake. She's waking up on Destin's shoulder, and she goes, "Oh, Destin, you carried me. Oh," and she
yes. Oh God. Okay, listen. Hey, Brittany, listen. Just calm down. You took a knock.
And she kind of you set her down.
Yeah, no, he's well, yeah. Now that we're away from the road,
you're manhandling. Okay, so yeah, you set her
yeah,
down.
no, I set her down. I say, listen, you took a knock on the head. It's
you
all
don't
right.
have to
Just
say a
give us a
single
second.
word, Destin. I understand. I know it's crazy. I know how quickly this is happening, and I just want you to know that I feel the exact same way. She looks deep into your eyes.
We are discussing. Okay, Brittany, I need you to listen to me here. You're a little bit apparently delusional at the moment. I just need you. Listen, he's gonna lean her against a tree. Just stay here for one moment. All right.
Anything for you, Destin.
Thank you. All right, and then
she's gonna
Destin's
kind of lean up, and she's gonna reach into her pouch and start reapplying makeup.
Okay, Destin's gonna scurry over to Finocchio. He's like, Finocchio, you know what? Finocchio, you know what to do. You're gonna do it. You're not gonna fucking do anything else, all right?
I'm gonna whisper to Finocchio, you should make her more in love with Destin.
I'm going to kill you viciously multiple times.
Then I will come awake and I will kill you. And you'll stay dead.
This is super illegal, Jake. You would know that using Minecraft is it's one of the ancient laws that you're not allowed to manipulate people's minds. And
yeah.
So
I know.
You are definitely keeping ancient law.
So technically, my option was the less illegal one.
Yeah, I kind of was. Unless you ate her.
Hey,
I don't care. I'm not killing a girl.
I didn't say we kill her. I still think we should plant a knife.
No, listen. We have a plan. It's gonna work. The masked man talked about it.
Can you guys shut up?
I want to. I'm trying to. Okay, Finocchio, you know what to do. You're just gonna blip. You're gonna blip Sirius from her brain. She's not gonna know who Sirius is. All right.
Well, it'd be weird for her to forget who the Lord is. Just the last few days, perhaps.
He's gonna forget who this guy. He's gonna like motion to Sirius. This guy. She's not gonna know his name is Sirius. She's gonna think his name is Daniel. All right?
Destin Shaper.
No, Daniel. Just
Destin Shaper.
Finocchio. Destin just like reaches forward, like puts his hand on Finocchio's shoulders. Finocchio, I'm trusting you. Please.
Finocchio, what are you doing?
I'm gonna slowly turn my head over to Brittany. My eyes are gonna start flickering.
She
between,
looks
like,
at
this
you.
flicker-
Stop looking at me, you dumb fucking bug.
Finocchio,
Send an
please.
Iker to do a focus shot. I am
No.
also assisting with Felkin.
Why do you like this?
So what?
Well,
What is your
now,
intention?
How do you feel about now, Dustin?
Okay. Let's roll. Let's see what you get, and then you can kind of tell me the effect you're trying to have. So, go ahead. Tell me
Oh
it.
God.
She has a negative in intelligence.
Initial roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still assisting.
Okay.
Okay, and that's another 8.
Oh my
She
God.
needs to make a defense against this, I think.
1, 2, 3. Okay, it just cancels out.
So you got
So
5.
I got a level 5 victory.
So she has.
We're just murdering a person.
So she just rolls 2, right?
Technically,
You got a level 3.
Valiant effort.
Level 3. This could be a serious injury. I'm gonna say, if you'd like, I'm gonna lay out your options here. You could go ahead. You can't.
She has a weakness to intelligence, right? So does that mean I get an extra victory level?
Yeah,
Or-
she does have a negative in. So she actually no. Oh, that's right. If she
Or is
has
that just with willpower?
no, because no, that's just no. Actually, like if you had a negative in strength and you took damage, you take extra damage. So actually, this would be a level 4. So this could be lethal if you wanted it to. Okay. So let me tell you your options. Let me tell you your options. At this point, in a lot of ways, you can't completely rewrite her mind, but hear your options. If you'd like, I'm gonna walk from like best case, like probably like the most moral choice, to the worst case, okay? And you can choose in between what you want to do. So the best case right now, you could target the part of her mind that remembers any of this interaction you guys have just had, and just zap it. It might have some other consequences. Who knows? And again, you haven't used Minecraft in a while now. The fact that you've made this roll at all, we'll talk about that in a second. So you could just try to target that one spot and zap it. You could vegetabilize her. Totally
That would work.
vegetabilize her, and that would be probably more evil. That is a valid option. You could basically break her mind and vegetabilize her. She would still be functioning and walking at that point, but okay. You could make her completely actually I'm sorry. You could break her mind, which should be a raving lunatic. You could completely destroy her mind, which would make her basically a vegetable. Or you could break her mind right now lethally and kill her. She will die very soon from a psychotic break.
Could you make her smarter?
You can
I give her more intelligence.
or and I would say the manner in which you do this, you have a certain degree of creative freedom if you want to ask me some questions.
Oh God.
where to go?
Another question. At this moment, I would not be able to completely dominate her mind, correct?
Correct. You've technically you could go ahead if you technically would like. You can temporarily fuck up her mind, so you could do what is essentially a big weakness to her and have her roll again with 0 dice. Because technically this could be combat, so you're attacking her right now. And so you could very easily right now, you could, instead of taking level 4, you could go ahead and just do the equivalent of a you could also dismember, like you could cut off a part of her personality completely.
You see.
I would say like right now, if you want to make her like the equivalent of like a confusion shot and just fuck up her mind and like disorientate her, she couldn't roll at all.
Mm-hmm.
So you could try to do it. It's up to you. You really want it, yeah.
Okay.
If you had a level 5, you could to a certain extent rewrite her mind, basically enthrall her.
Roll a d20.
Ooh. Oh.
I'm gonna stagger. I'm gonna do a confusion shot.
Okay, cool. So you go ahead, and she's -4. She rolls no dice. So Funako, you go ahead, and you guys see Funako. How do you stagger her mind? Like, what do you put in her head to get her off kilter?
Okay. So I believe from where she's sitting, she's knelt against a tree, right?
She's leaning, yeah.
Leaning. So
She's
in her
applying. She has
mind,
her makeup thing out, and she's like powdering her face right before she calls you a dirty bug.
okay, so in her mind, the sun starts dimming, and then it starts go pitch black, and then roots and of the tree start wrapping all around her and start restraining her against the tree so she can't move. What we see, she just starts like in a way freezing, right? She gets in a way like frozen, right? She gets locked. Like first it's her hand, and she starts like in a way wrapping herself around the tree.
And she's screaming.
Oh my god.
Actually, no, she's not even screaming. She's just like looking in complete disbelief as like she's transported to this different reality for like moments. Okay, would you like to remake your shot?
Of course.
What are we doing here?
So
Before that happens, Destin's gonna see this. He's gonna look at Finocchio and say, "Finocchio, I'm begging you, don't
I'm
kill."
assisting with Falcon.
Okay. And so what? So.
Oh, shit.
My god!
You got 0. Okay.
Oh my god.
You're assisting with Falcon, so
This
Oh,
is Falcon.
if I get an 8.
Oh, wait a minute. He basically did the
He
equivalent
crit
to nat
failed.
1.
He nat
Dude.
won.
he
Hold on.
I get a 0.
He nat 1.
Uh,
Okay, hold on. I need to think about this.
Oh my god.
What would be the worst possible?
Technically,
Okay.
it's
Pinocchio from
0.
Resistance.
Technically, it's 0 against 0.
It is 0 against 0, but you crit failed. That is hilarious. I'm
Oh
going
my
to say, Finocchio, as you do the second one, given that your mind is still broken and fractured, and you quite have it's just like patching together, you're gonna go ahead and as you supercharge up this gigantic amount of energy, this big shot. It's like trying to force a bunch of water through a pipe that just it has a little bit of fracture, and it just breaks for a second, and you're just gonna go ahead and you're gonna see his Finocchio goes, and he's just gonna like go limp on his feet and like pass out on the ground.
I'm gonna
God.
like plant my head on my forehead. I'm gonna look at Destin and go, "What do we do now?"
People are fucking idiots.
She's just like tied herself to the tree, like,
I had a very, very good plan where it would have tied it all up in a nice, neat little bow. You are causing us to get off track from the mission. She is causing us, and as I'm kind of saying this, like I start getting angry, so like I start to like my eyes like start like to glow.
I'm trying to
doing
do the
something.
right. I'm trying to do the right thing. You idiots keep going off track. Very simple fucking plan. Alright,
Brittany at this
stop.
point, he was like looking up into like this dark shadow world, and like roots are wrapping around her. She's just gonna go ahead and just from the pure stress, she's gonna shit her pants and go unconscious.
Oh god.
Great. Now we got someone who shit their pants and is unconscious, and we got Pinocchio that's unconscious.
I hate this so much. Why are you people so fucking dysfunctional? Okay,
What do you mean by you people?
you people.
You didn't get my movie reference, but okay.
Oh my gosh. What are we doing?
Alright,
guys?
Destin's gonna look at all this happening. He's like, okay.
Let's just walk away. The masked man appears. Let's just walk away. Get Pinocchio. Let's walk away.
I'm way ahead of you.
Let's just walk
Oh
away.
my god.
This is done here.
I'm gonna like whisper to the masked man. Should I leave the dagger?
He kind of like
Do not leave the dagger. Do not leave the fucking dagger.
Okay.
What did the masked man say?
He like nods. Gonna like he goes like no, of course not. And he's like nod to you.
Here's a question for you, narrator. Considering my noble background, how good is like criminal forensics and things?
Not great. If it's a good investigator, maybe, but in general, these aren't mistakes happen often.
Serious, you're the Lord.
It's
What
definitely
should we do?
It's definitely Occam's razors. I mean, you could also just have her in prison, serious.
Yeah,
I could.
you are Lord. Tell the guards to prison her.
That'd be revealing yourself. That'd be revealing yourself.
Hmm.
So, are we back on the option of framing her?
How about we just throw her in the back of a caravan?
How about this? It's been 3 hours. Unless you guys want to keep playing, we could end here and you guys could decide. Or we could make a decision here and keep playing. It's up to you guys.
Okay. Des is just
I kinda
gonna
wanna
say
make-
this. Des is say, how about we go with Maka's plan and we just throw her in the back of a caravan?
Agreed, but you get to pick her up.
Fine.
I'll help you, but
No.
you take the
No,
ass
no.
end.
One of us is gonna get smeared in ass, and it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh.
You kind of started this no intended purposes shitstorm.
I'm trying to be a good person.
Okay, we throw her in a caravan and we continue on to the city.
To throw it. They get to a point that's a little bit outside the city, and they, I don't know, they do
You guys
something
notice
crazy
that
antics.
As you're passing by, a caravan is passing by, and they like stop outside the city, and they're like sorting out their papers and stuff. And do you just want to pick her up and like set her down on the side of it, like walking up the road and just set her down and then walk away?
Narrator,
Yeah.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
With my general knowledge of how kind of entering a city in like these kind of times would be, how likely are we to be searched getting into the city if we don't sneak in?
Very likely.
Okay, I'm gonna throw the dagger onto her lap.
No, Jess is gonna take it and hide it and leave.
I'm kidding. I want to throw it into the back of the wagon.
No, Destin would have stopped you. 'Cause we're not
Why? I'm
fucking
throwing
framing her.
it in the wagon.
She'll get Destin.
Okay,
Okay.
all right, final decision. So hold on. We gotta get past this, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so Uchin, you said you threw it on. Destin could grab it. You guys shoo each other away, and as you see, like the caravan guy coming back, she's like slumped in the back of the caravan.
With the dagger.
No, I stole the dagger.
You have Dustin. You now have the dagger.
Okay.
Unless you
then we
wanna
run
do
away. Then we scurry away.
You see that the caravan guy
Alright.
he walks up. He's like stretching. He's like, okay, time to get on the road.
I'm gonna whisper to
He's gonna
Dustin.
hop up on his caravan, and as he's yeah, man, what's this like? Shit.
I'm gonna whisper to
Man,
Dustin.
he's gonna keep going down the road. Must be a skunk or something.
I'm gonna whisper to Dustin. You do realize that if we leave it out here, they'll probably find it, and we're all about to get searched going into the town.
Hey, Jack. So the map we were on before, we were close to the ocean, right?
Yes.
Destin's gonna throw it into the ocean.
You're not that close to the ocean, dude. Well, actually,
Okay.
no, you could if you wanted to walk, but Tentcity, you're coming in from the north, the main entrance would not be that close to the ocean, it'd be kind of back away. Not
Okay.
that far. You could go to the ocean. Come on, guys. What do you want to do? You guys could also sneak in. Actually, no. Honestly, guys, this kind of seems like the perfect time to cut this here.
Yeah, you know what? No,
Yeah.
that's it. Destin's gonna walk
What you
away
guys wanna do
like
next time.
yeah, 300 feet away from the path. Destin's gonna dig a hole. He's gonna shove the dagger in there, cover it up, and it's gone.
Oh.
That's it.
Is
That's
that
why he wouldn't let somebody throw it on the caravan.
Okay, you bury the cult dagger in the dirt. Ucha, remove it from your inventory.
You're like 4
Already
feet
did.
down. Just like it's gone. No one's
Okay.
gonna go find that thing.
And with that, we're going to end that right there.
Wow.
Thank you so much,
That was
everybody, for watching the Ballad of Brittany.
Just saying.
There's a Britney
job.
arc of fallen.
It's Brittany,
Dinakrio's
bitch.
character has been broken again.
Bonacro is temporarily unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh
cool.
my
cool.
God.
Well, and with that, everybody, thank you so much for watching. We will actually deal with and we'll get back to seriousness in Tentcity and figuring out what's going on and what's going on with Tentcity, why people are leaving, and so on and so forth. But thank you everybody for watching, and we'll go ahead and catch you guys in the next one. Peace.